Hey, what's up, Aqua heads? It's me, Water Piss. No, I can't swear in the first. Okay, cut
Wait,
that
wait,
one
wait,
out.
hold on. Why was the Pheromosa not EV'd?
What's a
The
Pheromosa?
Pheromosa had...
What's a Pheromosa a fucking EV, dude?
Why does it only have 28 speed?
I'm going to blow a fucking gasket. I'm going to blow a fucking gasket.
Right, this guy is like my IRL friend. I introduced him to Draft League. I've taught him like the mechanics of Draft League. I'm never letting this guy team build again.
I'm leaving this in, by the way. This is the new intro.
I hate this guy so much.
Dude, fucking insane. Dude, this is my fucking curse. Every single draft league that I'm in, it's gonna happen in ODL Season 2. It's gonna happen in ODL Season 2 too. Someone's gonna fucking forget something in the team builder, and it's probably gonna be versus me again. God.
This is the modest bundle of Rad Red Draft.
It happened 3 weeks in a row, and then Naga, was it Naga? Whoever had Gliscor last season, didn't have EVs on 3 of the Mons in the paste. They had EVs in the game, but god, they almost didn't have EVs. But
The joy and the fear and the terror I felt when I went into Bundle to revenge kill the circuitry and I saw Bundle use its boost energy to activate its Quark Drive. Iron Bundle's special attack was heightened and I wanted to kill myself in that moment.
I thought you just wanted to do a lot of damage.
No, it was supposed to be speed boosting, and then I forgot how I forgot how Quark Drive works, and was like, yeah, I'm gonna make this thing modest so it has enough damage output.
Audio tier list, yeah, we're doing it.
Okay.
Yippee, team.
We'll be reviewing every
Fighting.
single team, and at the end we'll make a little like tier list together, going over them all. But the first team we have here is who's this? This is Penguin's team.
On top we have the
League
bottom
one
we
here.
have silver.
Yeah.
So,
Now, an important thing to
Carton.
consider is, are we counting the player behind the team, or just the team in and of itself?
just the team, I think.
Just the team, unless it's
Okay.
Mr. Oofio.
Okay, very
Oofio
fair. In
was
which
like
case,
one-
I think this team is pretty decent.
Yeah. Okay, be nice to him.
No, if you account the player, it's absolute garbage. But without the player included, it's a decent team.
I don't know, like I'm looking at the speed and I really don't like it.
So I'm gonna give a little context for the fans at home. This team originally had, I think, 4 megas, was it?
It
Yeah,
had
4
Mega
megas.
Houndoom and Mega Venusaur as well.
And 2.5 grounded poisons, counting Wheezing as half of one. So it was originally way worse, and now
I'd like
it
to
has
add
Great
that,
Tusk, so it's pretty good.
This team was initially like that, and then I had a very long conversation with Penguin about how garbage his drafting skills were, and then I spent 2 hours in the matchup docs fixing his team for him. So you can blame me for whatever this became, but it was better than what it could be.
It's definitely better than what it
It's a
was.
lot better
I'll
than
give
what
you
it
that.
was. This is a glow up.
You can tell best at a hand in making this team because it's weak to ground and it's weak to ice.
Okay,
If we
my
can
problem,
get
Right,
like,
look, there was literally no ice resist I could get this guy.
problems with this team is
God.
it's like a hazard stack team, right? But like your spin blocker's Mega Bayonet, which is kind of a shitmon. Like you have no way to deter
Kind of a
Defog at all.
shitmon. That is a shitmon. With a capital S.
Yeah.
Unironically, Mega Bayonet isn't terrible on
As a
this
spin
team.
blocker specifically, it's fine, but as everything else, it's kind of garbage.
I mean, it's got like Prankster Encore, it can spread status decently.
Thunderwave?
Till they go into any
Yeah,
dark
as
type.
Thunderwave and Will-O-Wisp.
And I guess it has like 160 attack poltergeist, which is not going to matter basically ever.
Yeah, no one's gonna let that happen.
It's like you just go into any dark type and you wall Prankster, you wall Poltergeist, and then like it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Bro. They should have given this more like play rough or whatever.
Like offensively, I think this team is really solid. It's just kind of like lacking speed and like also some utility options.
There's
They
not a lot
got-
of people here in this team either. Like you only have Samu H, Porygon, and like Rose.
I like Porygon too, but it's kind of just Deoxys defense, but without any items.
Yeah, they're both kind of mons that just like hit the field and you can't kill them.
Yeah, they hit the field, they click either Thunder Wave or Knock Off if you're Deoxys Defense, or
And they
then you
teleport.
teleport out, and then you... And you know, man, sometimes I like eating glue, if you couldn't tell by me having drafted Deoxys Defense twice.
They're good like momentum stops. You can just like halt a sweep or wall break or whatever that's past at these things.
Yeah.
Outside of draft, like this is just like the kind of team that a grappler would grab. I don't fucking know.
Porygon
It's
2 going
like
to be
a grab.
especially important for this team. I think it's the only mon here with like a slow pivot option. Like the only other mon that can like pivot out is Electrode, and
Like...
that can't exactly switch in.
Actually, isn't switching into anything real.
Yeah,
I guess
Samurott gets
Samurott
flipped
gets like-
with Flick. Like, it's so slow in draft, you can just kind of prepare for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
If we use
Porygon dealt
forwards,
with taunt usually.
Yeah.
But I don't know, not the worst it could be. Definitely a lot better than it was. So I'll give it points for that.
Real.
We do have to acknowledge the fact that they do have Z Steel Kartana, which is pretty alright. There's no other Z abuser unless we have the agency Sliggoo Hisui with
I mean,
Z.
Honestly, I think it's like fine on like Tusk too, because like this team is a bit weak to like fairy type moves between like the Garchomp, Samurott, Great Tusk, all your offensive mons, kind of.
Does it even get Iron Head?
It gets heavy
Great
swing.
Tusk does, yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
Garchomp,
This team has like maybe two total Z abusers. You've got Cortana and then Garchomp and Tusk are like half an abuser each.
I mean, Tusk, like, if he's Mega... I mean, Garchomp, if he's Mega, can't even, like, hold that, so it's, like,
Yeah.
it's just...
Yeah. But
No, I do
like,
use Heavy
also,
Slam Tusk a lot,
Make a
so-
Garchomp then. Make a Garchomp without loaded dice, or...
Out of all the items you choose to use, Steel MZ.
Yeah.
It can smack that one fairy type that probably even still lives.
Very unfortunately, Shelter was introduced after Z moves, so we're not gonna get to see Z Shelter.
The
Aw,
Shelter, which
maybe.
gives +3 defense instead of +2.
That is what they would do.
Wow.
No, you would, like,
Like,
clear your
uh,
stats first.
armor.
Yeah, that's literally what Iron Defense does. It'd be the exact same thing.
Okay, speaking of bad speed, second team we have here, this is Silver Nugget.
Silver Nugget.
of
I mean,
Grass and Z.
personally, this is the worst team in the league. Maybe not the worst, second worst.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
that
pretty
is-
low down there. Like, it has, like, a
It-
fine defensive core, and it has, like, its, offensive pieces, but it just doesn't do anything because of its, like, of terrible speed, and, like, has very few pivots on its team, too.
I think the most notable thing to me is the fact that this team has 4 Pokemon weak to rock and not a single rock resistance,
Yeah.
which also makes it very hazard weak. And also, its only hazard removal is Dragonite and Landorus, which are not the best options.
Landorus
Yeah,
is
those
not
don't
using
really
it, and
count.
Dragonite. Well, it is Silver. I wouldn't put it past him. to
Silver
run, like-
would run defensive defog Landorus if he could.
Real.
If he could, he can. Just you wait.
Also, like
When they give
you're
Landorus Showed Up, he's gonna be celebrating.
I mean, Landers is gonna
God,
have to do a lot of heavy lifting, I think, because it's his, like, it's like it's one mon that I think can actually viably hold a Scarf, too. So it's only a really form of speed control, I think, other than, like, E-Speed and Grassy Glider, which don't count for much.
But Arctivish has 55 base speed.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
this mon's garbage.
It's
And it
slower than
doesn't-
Trevenant?
Yeah, I mean, it gets, what do you call it, Slush Rush, so it can take advantage of Slowking's Chili Reception, and then it can not any damage, because it doesn't have Strong Jaw.
hmm
Yeah. What a
How much
Terrible
attack does this
Pokemon.
Pokemon have? Hold on.
2.
like 95.
Probably. At least 2.
It has, like, 80.
No,
but-
90.
It's 90. It's 90 base
90.
attack, doesn't get Strong Jaw, and its only attacking move is Fish's Rend.
It's water ice type, guys. That means that it's got great it's got a fantastic defensive typing.
Oh.
It's
What a
It's a great
miserable
ice switch
creature.
and
What a miserable creature.
pure.
Oh yeah, Freeze Dry rips this team apart. Because, I mean, Kyurem eats this team alive because Heatran loses to Earth Power.
Cure meets every team.
Pretty bad. Yeah. Every team is weak to Kyurem.
Team's weak to cure
Like-
him. That's like, okay.
Silver's team loses to everything. Like the way he wins is like putting a berry on something and hoping to like kill the big threat to his team.
Well, he does notably have a couple of really bad players in his division, so he'll probably escape out a couple of wins.
Alright, he is in Division 2, right?
No, he's in Division 1. He's got Penguin in his division. He's got at least one win.
Hey.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
actually,
buddy.
it looks like he can win. He has Penguin, he has Vessel, he has Security.
He's Gaio.
He's got Lucas. Actually, Security's
He's got
is
Pig,
really
he's got
good.
Naga, he's got Icy, he's gonna win the league, you know.
What is this team doing to Dark EMZ Chen Pao? Genuine question.
What is any team doing to Dark EMZ Chen Pao?
Well,
Hard
Pick
to
already
answer.
won. Pick already won.
Pick, look at what?
He's gonna click
Pick is
Protect.
insane.
It's gonna be like VGC.
Pick is like the best. He's like the second best player at every single given format.
Pick also
Yeah, but he
has
just can't
Cloud
win.
Moon and like way less Pokemon than everyone else.
No, Pick
We're
shows
getting a
up,
bit
he
ahead of
performs,
ourselves.
but then he doesn't
Sorry,
win.
how does Naga have as many like Pokemon as Pick when Pick spent like twice as much? It feels.
Nobody knows.
Pick got so many expensive things, and then
Well, to be fair, one of Pick's Pokemon is Raticate Alola, so he's basically only got 8 Pokemon.
yeah. I mean, hey, it's the as you have told me, it is the agency ZSAC.
Yeah, it's the Z-Sack.
Good part about Wugtrio is that it has Memento, so I can just run Scarf Memento and kill myself faster, so I can stop looking at Wugtrio sooner.
If a Pokemon dies on the turn a Z-move is clicked, can you click the Z-move the following turn, or does the Pokemon lose its Z-Crystal?
It loses the Z.
Oh, that's huge. Okay, Wugtrio might actually be the perfect Z answer. And by that I mean it comes in, takes 95 from any move, and then hopefully is faster and clicks Memento.
I
This
literally
Pokemon's
have to
only
run
good
Max
stat is its
HP.
speed, right?
It's got, dude, it's got 120 speed. Holy shit! Now I
Yeah.
know what you. Oh my god. Fungal,
It can
now I know
click
what you
Final
mean when you said-
Gambit, do 2 damage, and then not trigger the Z.
Now I know what you mean when you said my speed 2s are fine. I have Wugtrio. How could I forget about the Wug?
Speaking of Dark
Wugtrio
MC Chien
single-handedly sold.
yeah,
Icy's
back
team up
to-
here.
Yeah, this
Back
team,
to scary teams.
Monumental speed here.
this team is Great King of Evil Ganondorf, and then weak to Ice Soup.
Mm-hmm.
This is Cradily Cofagrigus Salazzle versus
Cradily
Dark
is
EMZ
good.
Chen Pao Zygarde.
Hey, Kofagar
Cradily
is
is
a good.
good.
Pokemon.
Salazzle's
Oh.
alright.
Cradily is not good. That Pokemon was
Hey,
at plus
hey.
3 defense and died to Mega Gallade close combat.
Okay, that's a mega good lady.
Okay, well, Mega Gallade is Mega Gallade, so
It was at plus 3 and had like 60% of its health left.
that's
I
okay.
love it.
Well,
Unboosted close combat, I might
Was it-
suggest.
was it Fizdef?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, well, okay. Maybe Cradily is not all that. I like Cradily. I'm a big Cradily fan. I've drafted it twice.
The
But-
big issue is, the big threat on this team is the Chen Pao. Where if you don't have a Chen Pao check, you just lose. And your Chen Pao check probably isn't even a check, because what is it doing to Dark EMZ?
You've just gotta You've just gotta trade for Iron Crown and then put a choice scarf on it.
I like how this team does
And then die
have,
to
like,
Sucker Punch.
decent hazard
You
removal
put
for its
Orbital
Chien-Pao.
Berry on it.
Because it has like Tokus defog, Silvally defog, and Rotomosh defog. It just does not have like a spinner, which is a bit unfortunate because it does have the Cofagrigus as like a Salazzle's hazard setters. So, like if you choose to set up hazards with this team, then like obviously defog remove your own, and like if rocks up on your side, then Chien-Pao not holding boots very often, obviously.
I like
There's
this.
a lot of better items.
I like this team because it kind of doesn't have one type it's super weak into. I think the only one it really struggles into is Fairy if it doesn't bring Salazzle, because then it has like no resistance. And
Mhm.
both of its main sweepers are weak to Fairy. But every other team it's got like pretty decent outs too.
It has Silvally, so that can run whatever.
Yeah,
it
so Valley can
wants.
cover basically anything.
Yeah, that's the thing with Symbolic. You can just switch it up to cover whatever your team's weak to. Like if you fight Iron Valley in 1 week, you can just bring like fucking I don't know, Symbolic Poison.
Mhm.
So Valley Poison win the Spec Psyshock.
Hey, at least it takes out toxic spikes. And then the Gaio team, there's Felilou. And then is there
You like to
anything else about,
explain your team to the world?
I'm so sorry. This is the worst team I've ever drafted. I shouldn't have drafted Salamence first. I should have gotten Glamora so I could have a good ground of poison. That's not fucking okie dokie.
Okie dokie, leave him alone. Hop off.
Okidogi's
I'm
peak.
actually-
What are you talking about?
Look, okay, Glamora's hazard removal though, and this team is really weak to hazards. Okay, so
As evidenced.
we have recorded, well, we haven't recorded it, but we've done one match. We've done a couple matches already, and I clicked Scarf Flip Turn as a lead with Primarina. I don't have Primarina anymore because I needed hazard removal. That wasn't fucking Salamence, so I got Empoleon instead. I clicked Scarf Flip Turn, and then Rocks went up, and I lost the game on turn 1 because I clicked Flip Turn instead of Energy Ball.
It's energy. Oh, I think it's Primarina. Yeah, it's energy ball.
So, the game plan was, I saw that Z-Dragon was still available, and I just said, yeah, sure, why not? And then I saw that Judging Fire was still there, and I knew I wanted a Z-Abuser, and then I realized, hey wait, I could activate its ability with the Funny, so I got Mega Charizard Y, and then I wanted to use Aegislash, so I got Aegislash. Aegislash will probably be executed on November 14th, 2026.
No, he'd win.
I got Salamence because I jumped the gun and I didn't want. It had defog, and I thought, oh, I can run a defensive.
This thing is
and
not a defogger.
It's also a backup Z abuser just in case.
No, it's
I
a
know
wish
it's
passer.
not.
You don't get it.
Yeah, it's a wish passer with its like, what base HP is Salamence? It's base
90.
95.
It's not a terrible book, but it's like,
Yeah, but like,
it's not a
how would
Dragonite.
Sylvie.
How would I run that? Is the thing. Okie dokie, because I wanted a grounded poison after Glamora was taken. Deoxys defense, because I sip insatiably from the teleport button. Napoleon, because
Watching this thing get Z'd was so cathartic, by the way.
yeah. Z is gonna be. It's gonna be
Yeah, 'cause
something to have to
It
adjust
loved
to.
every hit, and then the Lycanroc clicked Splintered Sword Shards, and I was like, yes, kill it.
Yeah. I was Specs Psycho Boost that game to kill Toxic.
On
Hex that didn't even
Deoxys
fucking count.
defense?
Yes, it was Shice, and it was Thunder Wave, Trick, Recover, Psycho Boost.
On
It
the
was
70
originally-
special attack Pokemon?
No, it has
It
140
killed
base power
Toxic
move.
Hex.
It cooks.
Yeah, it's stab, and it's super effective. It would have worked. Trust
Okay,
me.
and then the Lycanroc comes in and Swords dances for free because your spec's locked into -2.
Okay, we don't
Yeah,
think
and then
that
I
far
go into
ahead here.
Aegislash and lose anyways. It's fine. What's in the
Aegislash
past
and
is in the past.
Aegislash when Tough Claw Crunch.
What's in the past is in the past, okay? I got Empoleon because I needed some form of splashable hazard removal that wasn't Salamence and was actually good. And I think that now I have Empoleon. This team's way better. I don't have a fairy type, but fuck it, we ball.
Yeah,
It
your team
just
is quite Dragon Weak.
looked like towards the end you're just struggling on what to pick because like you're just trying to check all the boxes. Like you need a ground type, you want a ghost resist. But like at that point
Yeah.
there wasn't
Okay, I'm
like
seeing,
anything
Needed the
to fuck.
Z-Sack.
Yeah.
I'm seeing
I-
Mammoth, and
I
I
got
think I
Mammoth one.
like the
'cause-
team.
No, that's the speed
What'd
tier,
you
the
say?
Wugtrio.
Yeah,
It's the speed.
Scarf Wugtrio. It's the Shice speed tier.
Look
I
at these
love
beautiful speed
worst surging strikes. Isn't it like 30 base power, so it barely hits 90?
tiers. I think
It's
the
30
worst-
base
yeah.
power, 95% accurate, and I'm pretty sure each hit
I don't think
counts
it's.
its own accuracy.
I'm not sure about that part, but I do know that it's a terrible move regardless, and that like.
Triple
Good.
Dive, 30 base power, 95% accurate. This Pokemon does not get Technician.
No, it does not, and it
No, it gets
also.
gooey for
I'm fairly
defensive
certain the
sets.
Ranbat set runs Liquidation anyways, because it's better.
It's better.
It is better.
I got Mamoswine because I needed a ground, an electric immunity, and Dawn Fan got taken from me because I wanted more hazard removal. And then Brute Bonnet was a grass type and a dark type. And I think Brute Bonnet's not like the worst thing on this team. I think Mamoswine's probably the weakest link. I would
Then
not
what-
mind not having a ground type to have a fairy type instead. But I'm gonna have
I
to.
I think this team kind of has an issue where if the opponent has like a good ground type that also has like strong rock moves, then this team kind of just loses apart from like maybe Deoxys.
Maybe Aegislash.
No, that's where the intimidate weakness policy Salamence comes in.
Yeah, true. And then I click Dragon Dance, and then I miss my fucking dual wing beat, and then I
You
then
wanna
I
know
go back
what's
to IVDL and
this
cry
would make
myself
for
to
the
sleep.
this would make for the second separate league where somebody drafted Mega Salamence as a defogger, hoping to get something good out of it, and nothing has happened yet.
Mega
Doesn't make-
Salamence is a
We should add
defogger?
Mega Salamence next
We
season.
True. Give it to me, please.
We did Mega Alakazam in season 1. Let's have a little bit of fun with it.
Yeah.
Free Mega Men.
Mega Men's for season 3 confirmed.
Free Zygarde complete while we're at it.
So
No.
something that I only learned after I picked Draconium Z, there is one dragon support move before Generation 8. That is
Nice.
Dragon Dance, and it has the worst fucking effect ever made, which is clear negative stat drops.
No,
So
that's cooking.
hooray, I get to counter team Incineroar, who I'm pretty sure wasn't drafted.
No,
It was drafted, just not in your division.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
It's fine if you make playoffs again with your already down 1 game record.
My already down 1 game -5 record. With my literally the worst team I've ever drafted. This is gonna be terrible.
Well, there's the kind of thing where you do have Gouging Goat, which is very much a situation of if the team doesn't have a Gouging Fire answer, they just lose.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope that. I mean, I could just like. Gliscor's on the screen now, so neuron activation. I could just hope that Heat Crash kills this bitch under Sun with attack boost. But I'm also just gonna get Earthquake, lose all my health, and then get Revenge killed by Scarf Gengar or Darkrai. So yeah, this is a
Basilisk-
terrible team.
Sorry, this is
Vessel
my
discarded.
team. Can I explain my team?
Yeah.
So I was second last in the Z draft, which meant I had the choices of like Poison and Fairy, and I'm not taking Poison, so I ended up with Fairy. I really wanted to use Tapu Koko, so I ended up drafting that. Drafted Raging Bolt, Rotom Wash, and then like 3 other electric types, and then I spent 2 days getting told by literally everyone that my team was garbage. So that when Grace came around, I changed it up a bunch. So Mega Lopunny is the main like fast Pokemon that actually can do something. Tinglu was there for hazards, which the team kind of lacks without it, and a good ground type. Mega Beedrill is there because I like it. It's really bad on this team because I pretty much always want to be bringing Lopunny as a Mega, but it's fine. He'll find a game to do something. Raging Bolt was supposed to take advantage of the electric terrain, and now I no longer have electric terrain, so it's just a regular Raging Bolt. It's still a pretty good Pokemon. Melmetal, I needed something slow to not lose to Trick Room. Tinglu's too passive to do anything, so I ended up drafting Melmetal also as a really bulky steel type. Double Iron Bash, it does stupid amounts of damage, and that's pretty much the only thing I'll ever click on it. I wanted a grounded. I have Mega Beedrill, but it's not a great poison type, so I wanted a grounded poison that's actually useful. And Tentacruel was there. It's a water type for defensive. It's got rapid spin. It can set hazards. It can pivot out with flip turn. It's a pretty overall good Pokemon, and it's a base 100 Pokemon or a speed tier. Darmanitan, Choice Scarf, Icicle Crash, Funny is the main logic behind it. Ice Stab is always good to have because a lot of teams in this draft are weak to Ice. Zen Mode is always an option if I find a team that's like passive enough to set up on. And again, it's a good speed tier to have at 95. Florges, I needed a Fairy type, and I needed a Pokemon that could even use my Z move, because currently the best option I've got is non-Mega Play Rough Lopunny, which I'll probably end up bringing at some point if I find a game I don't need it. Florges is there as like a bulky Wish Passer, even though it doesn't have a pivot move because Baton Pass is banned. It can abuse Z if I don't want to like run an actually good item like Leftovers. Drifloon is there for ground immunity, since I've got 2 poison types. I've got Melmetal and Raging Bolt. It's a ghost type for spin and blocking, since Tinglu wants to keep hazards up. It was supposed to be an unburdened sweeper on the electric terrain that I no longer have, So I'll find a different use for it to unburn at some point. And Toadstool is the glue that holds this team together. So Toadstool provides this really valuable niche called being garbage that's kind of essential for this. It has Spore, I think,
Yeah.
which is like
Minus
the
one
one thing
prayer.
it can use. I'll bring Toadstool to at least one game.
No one's gonna bring
minus
safety
one
goggles
prayer.
versus Toadstool. There's no way.
I do say I have no Z abusers. I despise this team. I hate it so much, but it has worked so far.
I just want to say that if it weren't for Raging Bolt, every single fire type on the league would just eat you alive.
Yeah.
Tentacruel's
yeah.
pretty good answer.
I
The
mean,
special
I
ones
guess,
at
but
least.
like, no insecurity, he's going to pull up with the fucking Choice Scarf, Max Attack, Earthquake, Typhlosion, and then just click Eruption under manually set.
What does
That's like your-
Typhlosion do into Sash Toadstool Spore?
True.
Taunt.
One rarity for my
He's gonna
favorite.
sub.
Like if the
yes.
Typhlosion click substitute as my Toadstool click Spore, I think I just forfeit the game right there.
Okay, honestly, this team has some problems, but I'm kind of like, I think it turned out decent in the end, honestly. Between,
Replacing
like,
Mega Beedrill would be the best thing I could do for this
Yeah.
team, but I like Beedrill too much to get rid of it.
I think like the Raging Bolt plus Mega Metal is a pretty good combo because like very good special and physical wall breaker. Obviously pivot moves on Raging Bolt. Like the only problems I see with your team are like one, you kind of struggle to break through steel types. Like if they aren't weak to Mega Lopunny in close combat, you can't really do that much to them. And two, like obviously you're kind of really ground weak, I'd say.
That's just like two things though for Megalopony, unless they're like a fairy type.
The problem with
A lot of
ground
monsters
types is
will
they
beat it
have
down.
to. The ground type has to be able to not immediately die to Garmaniton coming in and revenging with Icicle Crash.
Mhm.
And steel types I can answer by finding a chance to use Zen Mode Garm and then taking too much so that I can't belly drum.
I mean, like for example,
team-
get Great Tusk versus this team. That's like what I'm trying to say.
I think Fizdef Florges would beat Tusk.
The heavy slam is coming.
Takes
Vividi Very.
Wait,
Headlong.
wait, doesn't he have the Steelium Z?
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. Wait, no, I already I played Penguin week 1 and Darmaniton got 4 kills and the Tusk didn't even come, so...
Oh, no.
Tusk didn't come.
We're
Okay.
fine, we're fine.
No,
It's Penguin.
No, do you know what did come? Substitute Leech Seed Reflect Volt Switch Electrode Hisui to 1v1 the Tinglu.
Oh.
You're
And then it died to Melmetal Double Iron Bash.
So, my main problem with this team, I have two of them. First off, like, you can't bring one of them non-mega, because then it's just terrible.
Nah, regular
Done.
Beedrill Sash Toxic Spikes lead.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get outsped by everything, because it's like base 90 speed.
It's base 70.
Oh my god.
I'll make it work, trust me.
I
It's a
forget
shit
how
mod
much they
and a
had to
Gen 1 mod.
fix- I forget how much they had to fix Beedrill with its mega.
It loses all of its special attack just
It
so
has,
it can
like,
have
base 15
marginally
special
usable
attack.
stats.
Yeah.
It had 45 special attack to start with, and they were like, this is too high, we can't make it good with this.
Yeah, they nerfed it by 30, so it has 130 stats to distribute. Obviously no Z abuser. That's for my personal tier list.
Does
that I made,
Toadstool
that
get
was
a fairy move? Please tell me it does.
You're not fucking bringing Z Fairy to Toadstool.
It might get Gleam. I know Toadstool gets it.
It does get Dazzling Gleam. Okay, I have my Z abuser.
Alright, never mind then. I completely retracted only one.
I'm gonna
downside.
hack Light of Ruin onto my Toadstool.
You bring Light of Ruin Toadstool, I don't think you're going to get it off.
Okay, next team we have here is his Security's team.
Security.
Z Poison with Darkrai is obviously pretty good.
It's also good at backup Z abuser and getting.
I'm very afraid of this team, I will say. I have to fight it next week, I'm very afraid of this.
Pretty good speed tiers. I mean, there's a bunch of base 100s, but like they're kind of weird in that. Like Jirachi doesn't usually run max speed. Comfey's obviously
Comfey
priority.
doesn't
Come
ever.
on. So it's really kind of just Typhlosion that's gonna consistently run that. It's not too bad. As like Gengar isn't the greatest spin blocker, but Milo competitive is pretty decent for this team, I think, with Gliscor. You're gonna be like kind of scared to defog versus it, or else Milo. I've seen Milo sweep a lot when it gets special attack boosts.
Just gonna click Scald and recover.
I've never seen anyone use Mega Bombus though ever, except like that one time that it died. So I don't know if this is if it's actually any good or not, but we'll see.
Got Brian Hance on the team who
Doesn't get
by the
P-Jab.
way, yeah, Urshifu was available, but security didn't draft it because they didn't want to use it again, which I think
Opposite of
as someone
Silver.
as someone who fulfilled the silver rule instantly, I think I'm the only person who actually drafted all 3 of 3 before I killed Primarina and took him out back.
It offends you personally.
Yeah, kinda. I did want to draft some more, but I'm fine. I do think that this team could have benefited from Urshifu over like Comfy or like really any of those.
Again, overall, like offensively and defensively, this team looks pretty solid. I like the speed tiers too. My only issue is that it's security, and he runs like the weirdest sets sometimes, and it makes me wonder what he's thinking.
It's gonna run Hypercut or Gliscor to take down.
Didn't Bro win?
I really hope he does, because I'd like to win a game.
Didn't Little Bro like win a draft league though? I mean, with
Yeah.
your help, but like.
Yes, and like in finals, he was like insisting on bringing like this SD double-edged Greninja, and then he did, and it won.
What the fuck? Thank God you're there for him, brother. I don't know what he would do without you.
He just brings nasty stuff. I don't know what to say, but I don't know. I like Darkrai a lot with the Z Poise. I think is probably one the best abuser. This is the mon that like falls victim to fairy types a lot, and obviously boosted Sludge Bomb, very good. Keep run SD with boosted like P-Jab, if you want to run that with knockoff and stuff. The Gengar, I don't think is
Really
really going to
wanna
use it as much.
Yeah, I think Gengar's probably gonna be either like Trick Scarf or Trick Specs.
Yeah, choice is probably a lot better on Gengar.
Jason Gengar is always usually the go-to because what else are you going to fucking do? I mean, I've seen people run like, what's it called? Mean Look, Poltergeist, Power Up Punch, Anchor Gengar. That's
Okay,
like the funniest set.
Okay, no, stop cooking, stop cooking.
don't give him that idea, please.
That's not possible.
Can you give him that idea? I'd like to win a game.
No,
I could literally just switch.
Mean Look.
You're not
don't
gonna.
forget.
Okay, so if they come in on Mean Look, they have a move that they can use to hit you that you're not gonna be immune to.
That's
and-
that's the thing. You use it on lead. You use it on hazard lead because. Well,
What is
you're going to
Gengar
die.
doing to Sash Toadskill? Riddle me this.
Riddle me this, Batman.
It goes for the hypnosis.
It'll miss. I've got Spore. It's 100% accurate. It's just.
Reminds me of the
I hate-
sleep.
Why does Toadskill not get a secondary ability? I understand why the base 100 evolved form has to go last with Spore. Why couldn't they give Toadskill an actual
I'm fairly
ability?
certain base 70 is still the fastest Spore, even without. I don't think Breloom's that fast. Which Breloom is base 70. It is tied.
Yeah, Smeargle's 75, so they didn't have to give that guy a bad ability.
So
Why
bad
can't they
news,
give
Frogmoon.
Toadskill like huge power or something? It's got 40 base attack.
Bad
It's an
news,
unevolved form.
Frogmoon's on the Fraud mood is on my screen.
Pick,
Okay.
Frenchman.
He can lead them.
He's very good at playing the game, which scares me. He's got a really scary team.
This is another Ice Soup team.
I mean, not
one
really.
mon is
It's,
Ice Soup.
Right.
one mon is Ice Soup and it's the dedicated Z sack.
Okay, but like,
I'm seeing,
Marowak
like-
on like this team, I don't think is really gonna do anything. You have no Trick Room option at all.
You've got Ursaluna. Ursaluna Blood Moon doesn't get
Doesn't
it.
learn Trick
No,
Room, no.
it's Galaden Porygon Z.
Doesn't Blacephalon get it?
No,
It's freaky.
it's freaky. That's your reasoning.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of funky. So
Yup.
you sure you should get Trick Room.
There's a lot of immunity in this team.
You know,
actually, now that I-
Magic Room, the move that like disables items.
Yeah.
Does
That's
that
a pretty
affect?
smoke-
Does that affect Mega Stones? Can you still Mega in Magic Room?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Mega Gallied Magic Room turn off their Scarfer.
Oh, you could turn off the Dick Club on your Marowak too.
Yeah, that would be
Exactly.
really good. You could fail at turning off your Ogerpon Wellsprings item because it's still gonna transform.
Or you hear me out, you could use Agility and be faster than our Scarfer.
Wait,
Nah, no, Magic Room's better.
Magic
What's
Room is
the
more
dude?
cookage.
Exactly.
What's
Magic
the
Room
dude
also
on
beats their Sash Pokemon.
True.
True. Triple
There was a
Axo doesn't exist.
It does not. Also, there was a dude on ladder on Gen 7 that had like Choice Scarf, Sword Stance, Cortana on a Magic Room team. It smoked my ass once.
That's
I never seen
shite.
that.
That's so heat.
Like Belly Drum Choice Band Azumarill under Magic Room, which, funnily enough, I think Lukas has that exact team with like Magic Room Mew and Choice Band Azumarill.
What was this in singles? Magic Room is not staying up long enough.
I mean,
We have
Mew
Teleport.
gets momentum. Yeah.
If he actually brings that, then I'll have a little bit more respect for Lukas.
I don't think that's
Can we-
possible.
Yeah, I don't.
we-
So the speed tiers in this team, they're not terrible, but they're not necessarily good.
Nothing above 110 is bad.
I mean, they're all like
Yeah, that's
kind
why
of,
I have to go.
yeah, they're all kind of like stuck around that like 100, 110 tier. And like his two
I mean,
like
you do
fastest
have
mons can't
booster
hold the
Iron
scarf.
Shreds,
Mm-hmm.
or like just Scarf Iron Shreds if you're like
Like-
me.
Look at Greninja. Like, there's a Greninja on the screen. Look at Greninja's matchup into this team.
It
Oh
gets
yeah.
Gunk Shot for Ogerpon Wellspring.
Or
It
just
kinda-
Dark Pulses twice.
It just kind of fucking kills everything else. I
Spit
mean,
up
Mega
Corvi.
Glade is pretty good Spidaf. I could probably take it.
Spit
but
up Corvi beats Gren.
Not
think
when
that
Ice
unless
Beam
it gets,
freeze.
Look,
True.
Yeah, it gets Dark
Loki.
punched once.
I think Loki here what wins is probably like itemless acrobatics into Galley with an SD up, and then you still don't kill.
You are insane, my friend.
Hey,
This team has a lot of like fast, strong threats, and then if they ever are in threat, they just switch into Corviknight, which walls everything.
Yeah. Or just they switch into Corviknight, you turn into Blood Moon, and then Blood Moon dies because it's a terrible Pokemon in draft.
Bro, that's why I had to trade it in season
It's
0
so
for.
bad.
For the
I-
13-point Zygarde, what were we thinking?
Oh yeah, we had a 13-point target like 2 seasons ago. We don't talk about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it became 15, and then it became 17 this season because we realized it was
And
still
it's
too
still
good.
been drafted every time.
People like the
Makes us a
Zygarde.
monster.
Yeah.
Next season, I'm gonna make it 15 and put legalized power construct.
Ah, cool.
Kill.
Next season's gonna be fun. That's also when we're doing Stabmons, right?
Yeah, we're adding Catmons.
Though this
Fun.
team has
I'm gonna
like,
have to learn that.
I think this team kind of has like 7 really consistently usable Pokemon, so like you're gonna be fighting basically the same team every single week. So it's
Yeah.
not gonna be too like difficult.
I mean,
kind of
to be
predict
fair,
their
that's what I
games.
did last time, and I went 9-0.
If people need
I
a
think
bit
this
more
team has the
variance.
advantage of a lot of its Pokemon have like fairly good set variety. Like Iron Treads can kind of do whatever it wants. Blacephalon has a couple of options. So does Gallade can be like a setup sweeper or just a breaker. It doesn't even have to be Mega.
Blood
Corv
Moon
can
and Corviknight
pick and
has
choose its
two
4th
moves.
move and nothing else.
Yeah, Blood Moon. is
Bloodmoon
one
clicks
step,
buttons.
and Ogerpon Wellspring has every move that it would want, kinda.
Galade's gonna set up
Yeah.
screens for the weakness policy Corv to bulk up agility power chip.
Doesn't Corviknight also get screens?
Yes.
Who's running screens Corviknight? Be so for real.
I've seen it before. It hasn't been good, but I've seen it.
Right, here's the thing with Ursulina Bloodmoon, because you keep saying it's bad. Ursulina Bloodmoon is not a bad Pokemon. Ursulina Bloodmoon is a matchup check where if you don't have a fast killer, you lose.
Every team has a fast killer, though.
Does it?
Yeah,
Pretty.
literally every team can control F Grass Knot.
Or a slow
What does
killer.
Silver's team? What does Silver's team do into Bloodmoon Ursulina?
He has a Rillaboom.
Heatran.
Relevant is
Grass
it real?
Z.
AB Rillaboom.
You're not
Like,
running
chicken
Scar
nugget.
fucking Blood.
What's the
Moon to
grass
power
resist
that
berry?
Heatran.
Run that on Bloodmoon. Beat the Ursulina or the Rillaboom 1v1.
Doesn't like D-Knight come in and just like spam Encore and Roost? Yeah.
Hang on.
I think DNA takes too much from Specs Hyper Voice.
I mean, Specs Hyper Voice versus Silver. So yeah. I mean, I guess. Oh wait, so Silver has Agent Trevenant. It's cooked.
What's the grass?
Blood Moon. Or what's it called? Mind's Eye.
Where is
Oh
he?
yeah.
Now where is he? Trust. It'll work this time.
Eventually
Or
it'll
you
work.
see Trevenant to 1v1.
Wait, no. What's the Chilan berry? The one for normal type moves.
No.
True. True.
I never want to see that item
Harvest
used.
Berry. Oh my god, dude. This is an unwinnable matchup.
I'm so smart.
Okay, next on the chopping block we have Lukas, Big Man Lukas.
We should cut that out of the video and just DM Silver the idea so that nobody else can take the credit.
Oh no. No Chillaberry.
Chilanberry Trevenant. You know the Pokemon that's immune to normal. Specifically to 1v1
I mean,
layer
to be
Solana.
fair, we've seen Yachi Berry Starmie, and it didn't work.
That's because
Hey,
freeze dry
that's very-
exists.
Yeah.
And Mind's Eye and Scrappy exist too. Think smarter, not harder. Oh no, think faster, not smarter.
Okay,
yeah,
Lukas
Lukas
has
can-
like interesting speed tiers where it's just kind of like 100 and some like jumps to like the 80-75 tier and then like back to 50 again. It's a bit annoying in that.
This is a friction team, if I've ever seen one.
Mhm. I don't know what to think about it. It's really interesting.
I mean,
This team kind of has everything.
It has
never
everything,
heard-
but everything it has is kind of like the ghetto versions.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what Dragalga is doing there.
Entei's here for some reason.
Dude,
Yeah, it
Galdi's
does
being
have
awesome.
Entei.
Okay.
Entei's cool. I like Entei, but like, why is it? what
Entei
he
is
doing
like the budget gouging fire.
here? No, it is not. Budget Gouging Fire is Zardex.
Entei is the budget gouging fire because it also is a fire type, and it also has a strong fire move, and it's also four-legged. But it's the budget version because it doesn't have any of the stuff that makes gouging good.
You are so lucky that Rhino Berry barely lets you survive, even with no bulk. However,
Oh, that's so big.
We're just team building for silver.
yeah.
To be fair, he does have to fake
Terragrass? I
pick
didn't mean to
some-
click Terragrass.
Wait, what week did silver and pick fight? Let me check. It's round 7, so it's like 6 weeks time. All this cooking will matter.
And plus it has a... Yeah. That's past in the past. I don't think Bloodmoon's good.
I think it's fine.
Into any team.
It could be like 16 points though. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
It's not any better than like Naga, definitely.
You know, remind you we were looking at Lucas's team, and if we skip out on it, then he's gonna like call his kindergarten teacher on us.
He is, you're
Yeah,
right.
we do have to
Megascissor has
acknowledge-
Knockoff and Roost. It's a pretty good defensive Pokemon if you use it correctly. It's got really good special defense, and it's still got decent power with Technician Bullet Punch, because it's got a pretty good attack stat. Mew is the only thing that can use Z, and nothing else benefits from Psychic Terrain. Azumarill
Z extra
actively
sensory
loses-
Greninja. Z extra sensory Greninja.
Don't give him any ideas.
You can hit like the
Look at
two.
Greninja.
Greninja clicks specs moves and
Doesn't
like
Entei
does like
also get
95.
extra sensory?
Don't give him
It
ideas.
does. Okay, so when I do it,
Hypocrite.
I've just seen the amount of momentum
Mew with
Lukas has. Look at all this fucking momentum.
Mew with Genesis
Supernova, set up psychic terrain, block your own bullet punch.
Block your own
Yeah, that's a
Bullet
bit
Punch,
fantastic,
Aqua
sure.
Jet, and Extreme Speed, and
Ice Shard.
Yeah, and Shadow Sneak from Greninja. What a brilliant plan. Masterful gambit. from us.
Clicking Genesis Supernova to get my psychic terrain set up, and then switching in my Arbolova and immediately getting grassy terrain from Seed Swore.
True.
I fucking hate talking about Mew every single time because the dumb fuck Aqua has kept using this fucking image for the thumbnails every single time, and I hate it.
I mean,
Mew is the do everything Pokemon, but it does everything badly.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Like, based on
don't
it,
like
it's
this
not great.
Pokemon. I don't think it's good.
I think it's good, but like no one ever likes using it. It's no fun. I think you just have to think too much.
If it had like Quiver Dance, it'd be good.
Don't say that.
Riverdance Mew would be a war crime.
I mean, all it would be a Quiver Dance Sweeper with reliable recovery, really only like 2 exploitable weaknesses, and like no stab.
This team overall
Well,
I think
okay.
is fine. Very
It's a
offensive
Quiver
team.
Dance Sweeper, but if it's not a Quiver Dance Sweeper, it's a Pivoter, it's a Hazard Stacker, it's a Hazard Remover,
You know,
it's got very reliable healing, it spreads every form of status, it gets rid of all your items, it has every form of priority, and it gets Encore.
I forgot that it gets Psyshock Aura Sphere. Maybe we shouldn't let this thing happen.
Yeah, we should give Encore to a Quiver Dance Sweeper. Good ideas, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Donphan's good. It's the... Okay, hang on. There's 2 forms of hazard removal I can spy. I guess Thunderous gets default. There's 3.
Whatever, doesn't count.
Yeah. It doesn't really.
I mean, no, Mew gets it too. It's like Scizor.
Oh,
Mew.
right. Mew. Fuck. Dude,
Donphan.
we were just talking about it. This will literally just said it gets hazard removal, and then it just, in one ear, out the other. Me thinking about the funny Aura Sphere move.
Like, to be fair, like none of them are like the greatest hazard removers because like Scizor obviously likes running offensive sets a lot more, likes extra move slot a lot.
It likes giving Roost instead.
Mew also likes sweeping and stuff. Donphan is kind of a
Donphan
lower
can
tier
run it.
mon. He's like a good
They can
spinner, but like
reasonably use it.
it's not the most reliable mon ever. And Thunderous is not an amazing defogger either. Not very bulky, obviously.
Thunderous outspeeds this entire team that we're looking at.
By 1 point, but yeah.
At 1 point's all you need for specs, not Air Slash. Because it doesn't get a special flying move.
Greninja also outspeeds this entire team, but also actually does damage.
Silver Nugget. Oh wait, no, this is Naga.
This is Naga. Naga
Naga
became
was-
Silver.
Naga drafted a Silver Nugget team.
So
fucking...
Naga is the worst fucking team in the world, and I hate it, and it's stupid.
It's a good team. I have no idea what you're on about.
It's a good team, but I
Beat
fucking
me, so it's shit.
It has no way to pivot at all though. Like you have to hard switch every single time.
Good.
Like you have Latios flip turn.
You've got
Yeah.
Latios Memento, actually.
Okay.
Does
okay.
Buzzwole doesn't get U-turn, right?
No,
No,
Buzzwole got
it's
U-turn
not
is be actually really good.
Buzzwole doesn't get U-turn, it doesn't get defog, all it gets is Roost and Toxic. I wanted to draft Buzzwole, and then I saw that, and I was disgusted.
Mhm.
So this team is Rocky MZ with 1 Rock Z user.
Yeah, and it's so far gotten a kill, which
Actually,
sucks.
Yeah, it did get a kill so far.
No, Buzzwole could use it pretty well to hit those flying types. Because like
Yeah,
Smack Zap
I
does.
fully expected Scarf Rock Slide in my game.
This team has no hazard removal. Your only option is Blastoise Rapid Spin because Defog
Or-
Latios isn't real. Defog Latios isn't real.
Latios being defensive every single game with flip turn and defog and roost.
because he has the water, the fog user.
When you use Recover to still have a ground immunity.
Roost doesn't get rid of your ground immunity if you have Levitate. It's the same.
You use, Alright, so versus specifically Mew, you have to pick between Recover and Roost. So,
they don't imprison
you.
you.
Can beat Imprison. Then they just heal block you anyways.
You pick Recover so that when you Roost you don't... Wait, does Roost work on Levitate where it brings you down to the ground?
No.
We just talked about this. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
Aerodactyl's 150 base speed? Good lord.
Yeah!
Yes. That's
But
what-
if you also drafted Dragapult, so I don't know why you got both of them. It's very unnecessary.
That's the
I don't
only
know.
reason why it costs so much. Like other than that,
Mega
Aerodactyl
Aerodactyl
limited.
looks pretty cool.
That's true.
No,
he
it
has
doesn't. Its
spikes on his
design
face.
sucks.
No,
I mean,
you're wrong.
You don't get to say Mega Aggron looks cool and then dunk on Mega Aerodactyl.
Mega
Aerodactyl looks
Aerodactyl is the same design. They just put a couple of rocks on its head. This is
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Yeah, rocks
so
look awesome.
And
boring.
Aerodactyl's already a peak design.
No, it's not.
You are weak and will not survive the winter.
Hold on. You're really gonna say
Your
No, say
weekend
it,
will
say
not
it.
how Black Hole.
You're really gonna
plays.
say that this thing is the best design ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is its head so much larger than the rest of its body? And then when it
Uh,
megas, its design doesn't improve. They just put rocks on it. They're like, oh,
That's
it's a
called-
rock
that
type. If you guys
improves
couldn't
it.
tell. Oh, I'm so glad I can tell this thing's a rock type now.
Nice shiny Aerodactyl.
Anyways, Dragapult with Chi-Yu with Z-Fire. That's the main attraction. We still haven't talked about Naga's team actually. We talked about it a bit.
We have, and we said it's like silver and we hate it, and then we don't want to see it ever
Oh,
again.
yeah, we don't have Naga's team anymore. We
I
can
think
talk
that
about
this team has one ground. It has 2 grass resists. No, it has Buzzwole. It's got 3.
Also,
Never
it has Ferrothorn. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine.
And
no
Latios.
team ever
With,
is
like,
weak or poison.
150 to death.
If your team is ever weak to grass, bug, or poison, you have made a terrible choice in your drafting.
The problem versus this team is just like you have like 0 pivoting options at all. So if you kind of just like
Wait,
keep
Blastoise
clicking
gets left
attacks, stop. It does not count.
Dude,
Yes, it does.
Blastoise gets flip turn and rapid spin, yo.
Like
Maybe this
all you
mon
have
is
to do
goated.
is just keep clicking like Shadow Ball or whatever you want versus this team, and like whatever like Weavile comes in takes 30%. Has to be Bucho,
And
so
it
it takes rocks
pursues you,
damage.
and then Naga gets a slap on the
Isn't
wrist.
Pursuit-
fucking Pursuit.
You just set up Rain and click Hurricane 6 times, and you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost eat this team alive because Pursuit isn't legal.
Yeah.
What does this team do into Blacephalon?
AV Pex until it's like Calm Mind.
Scarf normal Latios with
What does AV
Draco.
Pex do into sub-Cam Mind Blacephalon?
It's gonna be like Liquidation Trust.
Sub Calm Mind Speed Booster with like Shadow Ball,
And
probably-
Flamethrower, you only need the dual stabs.
Yeah, you really only need them.
Who's
Dual
Blaze 2
stabs and
versus
never
Band
gonna
Pex? Be for real.
I mean, I guess you send a Mimikyu, you click Shadow Claw because you don't want to miss Poltergeist,
It doesn't get.
and then it
Does
breaks
Mimikyu even
the
get
disguise.
Poltergeist?
Yes. No. I don't think it does.
Oh, this one is
God.
garbage.
Yeah.
This one is ass.
Mimikyu comes in, dies, and then you send in Weavile, and then it's probably speed boosted Blacephalon anyways, so it just dies to Flamethrower and then you lose.
Can we talk about the good team out of these two finally?
No, the good team has a huge glaring issue with it, which you can't ignore, and that's that Oofio drafted it.
Yeah, it is okay. We do have to acknowledge that this is in fact Mr. Oofio 64, the man famous for going 0-9 last season.
So I put this team top 2 in my personal tier list because I think it's really solid.
I put it in B tier because I don't think it's that good.
I think
Most
that
notably, this brother really didn't want to lose to Scarfers the way he has both Mega Aero and Dragapult, who are both the same speed tier. And if the Scarfer is faster than both of these, then I guess he just gives up.
Scarf Dragapult, baby. Sash Destiny Bond with Dragon Darts to break their.
This team has no Fairy type switching.
I don't
it does
think
not.
I don't think it gets Destiny Bond.
Does it not? That's
No.
cringe.
This
That's-
team has no Fairy type switching.
Yeah, this team has no Fairy type either.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dragon types kind of just click buttons.
you
eh?
know, Tapu Fini eats this team alive because the only Fairy resists are weak to water.
Mega
Vex,
ult.
And
Salve,
Magneton isn't a
uh,
real Pokemon, shut up.
This is me looking at the team and then remembering who drafted it.
This team is just like really, really offensive, and I think does not have any sort of defensive profile at all. Like something like Mega Alt will just like smash this team to pieces.
Mega Altar
Oh,
would be pretty good.
Another big issue with this team, its slowest Pokemon is base 70, so Oofio insta loses to Trick Room.
Yeah.
Nobody drafted Trick Room though.
The Melmetal.
Well, I mean,
I've got a Melmetal.
The Melmetal is
Yeah.
But you
coming.
have no Trick Room.
I have a Brute Bonnet that can.
Magaton's
Maybe
gonna try
I
to
could fight
trap it,
Trick
and it's
Room
gonna lose
before.
1v1.
Dude, I don't think Magneton takes just raw banded double Iron Bash.
It's a 4x
Wait,
resist,
that-
but I don't think it
That's
does.
all you-
we're gonna do this thing called pull out the showdown damage calculator. Let's pull
That's
up
all your fucking Trick
Melmetal.
Room setter is still at school.
Holy shit!
Hell yeah!
Dude. It's a 3-hit KO with Eviolite.
No way.
It's a hang on.
It
If I
does-
just put up
Oh yeah, I forgot about Eviolite. Without Eviolite, it's doing 52%.
one spike.
Also,
Okay,
have you considered that I just click Earthquake?
Yeah,
The iron
Earthquake
defense is
also
coming.
kills. Super power kills, dude. Even without Earthquake.
Thunderbolt doing 43%.
But you outslow it, and you can. Well, I mean, it is gonna be analytic.
Wait, no,
boosted.
surely I have another Trick Room setter other than Toadstool. Surely.
I don't think- I
You have
don't think you have.
Driplim. Driplim gets it. I know that.
Oh, Driplim.
Oh, Drifloon has Trick Room. See, there we go. Problem sorted. I'm gonna hack Trick Room onto my Melmetal as well.
Turn it into a stack attack, basically.
You stack attack a bit good.
Yeah. Stack attack if it wasn't a rock type.
And had a good steal move.
And wasn't named Stack Attack.
Yeah.
And had a good ability. And had actual stats. And
Man, Oofio, I'm so sorry. We've just been mean.
I mean,
I think this.
we
seems
do have to
pretty-
recognize that Oofio will go 0-9 again.
No, no,
I
no.
think Oofio can.
He's in his
win.
own division. Like,
It is the Oofio division. He does get a power boost. Unfortunately, he's already 0-1.
look
I'm
at the
also
Oofio division. He
one,
could
I
win
was
versus some of
9-0
these
last
people.
season, so that's nothing.
If Oofio lost to Scarf Terrakion Rock Blast because it killed Galvantula turn 1 through Sash.
Did it? No,
No, it did. No, it did. It
Oh
did
no, it
99.
lived on 1!
Yeah,
In the
like
few
a
seconds.
dog.
Iron
And then-
Boulder.
Yeah. This team's very threatening offensively.
Yeah, but it has
But-
no defensive backbone.
You've got like Nidoqueen and AV Mienshao maybe.
It also doesn't have a good ground answer. Hydreigon and Aerodactyl aren't real as ground answers because everything
Hydreigon's
has
just
stab
gonna
to hit
get,
them.
like, yeah, Hydreigon's just gonna get like.
Hydreigon doesn't count. Like, I use it on like my Mono Dragon.
Hydreigon
like,
gets Trick
you
Iron
can't
Ball.
really- Don't say that.
True.
What is...
I think Aerodactyl also gets Trick Iron Ball.
No, it doesn't. You can't trick Megastones.
You can if you try hard enough.
You can if we hack the game.
So,
Buggy and Z.
yeah.
This is
okay,
Bug. This is Bugsy with no user.
It's got Sword Stance, Bugsy, U-turn, Lando T, and Bugsy, U-turn, Meowscarada.
Be so
And-
for real.
I mean, like, if
Bugsy,
fair enough, you hit the
Bugs,
ground, you hit
Iron
the grass types. They're like 2 good grass types in the game.
Oh,
Good
brother, I
versus
just-
Superior. You have nothing
like-
else versus Superior. You don't have an Iron Moth. Shut up.
Ignore the Iron Moth.
Oh,
This team
Oh,
is
this
like
team-
an OU team for the first 4 Pokemon, and then it's Gigalith.
Hey, be nice to Gigalith. It sets up the sand for Dracozolt, who
It,
then
it already
doesn't do
got 1
anything.
kill, which it got by exploding.
True, it did do that.
I think
here's
this team is
the other
actually
Steel
pretty
Bird,
solid.
by the way.
Like, you have pretty good speed
Oh, here are
tiers.
the last 2 remaining Steel Birds.
Eh. And another important thing with this team just insta loses to any strong ice type.
And I don't know, like, Aloe can deal with a lot of ice types, even like Freeze Dry can have like
I guess
AV
you
or
can
something.
Mirko.
Wait, Dance one more
Legendary
time.
Mirko. Nah, AV would be better.
Such as
It's a
very-
more game.
Like Scarf on like Iron
You
Moth
can
or
run
Meow
AV.
can revenge most of them. Sylveon
I
also
think
like
that you
deals with a lot of specialized types, and
Sylveon's
Scarf can
also
deal
just,
with
like,
physical
bulky.
ones.
You could probably like Mystical Fire and Ice type.
Yeah, I feel like Sylveon and Scarm can deal with like the special and physical ice types kind of decently well with their just really high natural bulk.
Yeah.
And Aloe can just deal with the rest of the physical ones.
Unfortunately, Shitfion no baton pass, so
If Sylveon a Baton Pass, this league would be good, because then I could draft Umbreon and then lose again.
Eevee's getting destroyed by this rule.
We should legalize full Baton Pass so I can draft Smeargle and win.
What is
Smeargle becomes 20 points, and then Jess becomes 19. Everyone drafts a Whirlwinder.
We should legalize Shedtail, unironically.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
only on Orthworm.
no,
Only
not
on
on, not
Arthur.
on that one either. I don't want to do. I don't
No,
want to see it.
let
I don't-
Sceptile do
Only
it.
on
Let Sceptile
Sceptile.
do it. Sceptile's garbage. Let it do something.
Okay, you could let Sceptile do it.
So yeah, okay. I know the grassy terrain abuse though. Now it can set up Shed Tail for the Lando Eye that's not bulky enough to take a hit anyways, and it's just gonna get triple axle.
And, overall, I think this team is decent. It's just missing hazard control. That's my main issue with it.
Yeah, like
I think another big thing is the lack of a good Z user.
There are no
You
good
can't
Z
really have a
users.
good Z
This is
abuser
the best you
for
can
Bug.
have. Like,
Slitherwing
get
is not a real Pokemon. Also, Volcarona went undrafted. It was right there.
She could have had all 3 Volcarona forms. That would have been really funny.
Yeah, that would have
That
been
would've been
based. But no, we've got Landorus, Therian, and Alomomola because we're meta slaves.
Lando
I also
T was
feel
the
like
first draft pick. Lando T has Defog and Rocks, so that's kind of it's got Imprison.
we could run them both on the same set. You can set up the rocks and defog them.
Yeah,
It's just like Gen 8 OU.
and then you click
I think
Toxic.
it does
and then
run
U-turn.
that set in quite a few formats.
It doesn't. It runs on low ladder.
Yeah, normally it's just like Defog Toxic if you're gonna be running Defog with like Knock and U-turn because it's Lando T.
Okay, next team, who's this?
Icebruh.
Icebruh. I think this was collectively agreed by all of us to be the worst team.
Yes,
It
no
is one of
speed
the worst.
tiers.
I think Brendan's is a bit worse, but I don't think that this team's that
No
good.
speed tiers.
It's
Your
got
hazard
Spite Ops,
removal is
though,
really
so
bad.
it's really impossible to say. Celesteela doesn't get defog, right?
No, it's just Tapu Fini and
No.
Superior, which are like mods I hate running defog.
Yeah, neither of these things wants to be a defogger.
You've got I don't know what you've got actually.
Annihilate, Celesteela, and Dracovish could maybe be scary if this team had any speed.
You have
But it
wall breakers,
doesn't.
but you don't have any like actual sweepers really.
The
Any speed
the
boosting supers at
Superior's
least,
not that
other than
terrifying.
Superior's not a real
Occasionally-
Pokemon. It does no damage.
Celesteela can sometimes sweep, but like it's really up to that thing.
Yeah, it's really up to like if they. I guess really if they wanted to bring offensive Celesteela, and even then you can probably just have a check for it.
And this team can't like switch into anything either. It has 0 pivot options other than Spite Ops. And I don't know, Annihilate technically, but
Fight up
Final
game. I don't know.
Gambit.
Pyrop's the best Pokemon in this team.
no, stop
It
saying
is,
that.
That's true. We should summon him.
It's by far
Right,
Celesteela.
It's the hazard setter, it's the pivot. It gets first impression, so it's the only damage dealer on this team. Spirops is the
Call it
best
a damage
Pokemon on this
dealer.
The only damage dealer on this team.
Ignore the
anti-trick
Dracovish,
room
ignore the
mon.
Dracovish, that thing isn't there.
It's the anti-trick room mon with its signature move that lowers their speed and makes you worse in a trick room. You know the one.
Like the only thing like that's going for it is I think it's cool how they drafted the Dracovish, but they also got the Tapu Fini and the Cloudter, the 2 real checks to it, so that way like there's no like hard counters to the thing.
I think
Well-
any water absorb Pokemon is a hard counter to Dracovish.
There aren't many others
I think-
around.
Silver's Arctovish.
Yeah, that thing is hot garbage. Like at that point he's bringing in Arctovish, so you're already winning.
That is fair.
What is any opponent doing to Banded Spirops knockoff?
I don't know, let's look
Swapping
at this
their
Lulu's
Mega.
team right here. They have a other than the Slitherwing and the Skarmory and the and the
And the
Sylveon.
Gigalith, and the
Slithering
Sylveon,
and
and
the
probably the
Leonard T.
Meowscarada.
I bet the Palisade eats.
It probably does, even if it's stakeout boosted.
Hold on, I'm checking that.
Did they get 1v1s if it's Colbert?
Oh, absolutely.
Spirops blank set. Hold on, I'm gonna make this max attack. Choice band.
79, dude.
Stakeout, which is active. Knockoff. With stakeout and choice band, it does 89 to 105 to full
wait.
fizz diff.
Spideup's coat.
Palisand. You've got the 37.5% chance to Oko on the banded super effective move.
With a
How much-
single set of stealth rocks, it doesn't.
So Palisade is probably going to be faster after, and
it's
then it like recovers. So how much does it do after the item's gone?
Palisand inspired up speed tie.
One
Oh,
point of
there'll be
speed
speed
for the
creeping.
Palisand.
Another 4 EVs to Palisand.
If these people end up speed creeping their Spine Ups and Palisade, I think that's going to be the end of me.
I think, dude, that'd be the best fucking part of this league.
Spine-Ups can kill one Pokemon on a roll with banded knockoff. And
With
then the
Stealth
Landorus
Rocks-
comes in.
With Stealth Rocks, it is a 75% chance. With a single spike, it's guaranteed.
Can we move on?
The
please?
spike that
And
that
Spite
Spine
Up
Up is setting
sets
up.
the spike itself. Yeah, exactly. With its choice band.
Choice band spike, switch out, switch back in.
Oh god, it's
clicking
this
knockoff.
team.
The sun is
Okay,
coming.
so let me preface this. How the fuck did we let Fungal do this?
I don't
Well, to
know.
be
I
fair, he
didn't even
doesn't have
want to draft
Venusaur to
this.
start with, and then he got traded.
Yeah, but
So blame
originally it was
Penguin.
Great Tusk, which is still good on Sun.
Mhm.
So notably, this team is Torkoal, Set Sun for 2 demons, being Roaring Moon and Walking Wake.
2.5 demons.
The
Chlorophyll
Venusaur.
Venusaur is not a real Pokemon. This thing does no damage, even with like
It's
Life Orb.
You've
Life
never
Orb sucks,
played.
don't use it.
Like
No, he
Orb
does
Road.
tons of damage. Let him
You've
be.
never played Generation 8. Shut up.
It doesn't get a chance to get growth off. It can't run Life Orb because Life Orb sucks, don't use it.
That's true.
And then it just
You
does no
have
damage.
the ability to run bulk in draft leagues.
No, I'll have the.
What does
I'll
the
have the
Venusaur
screens
do
Rotom.
into...
Rotom will set up the screens and he'll set up the Sunny Day, then he'll like Memento.
True.
This Pokemon has 100 base special attack. This thing does nothing.
Okay, but he has his own little nasty plot.
Like, are you like Season 0, buddy?
Yeah.
Pokemon also do damage.
And he has the ground DMZ to hit those steals.
It does... Okay, to be fair, it does have ground DMZ. So maybe it can actually get 1 kill now.
Dude, your team is
You-
so much
you're a
better
hater.
than, like, mine.
I don't like Venusaur. I think Venusaur sucks. I think it's such a bad
Venusaur's the
Pokemon.
goat.
I think Roaring Moon Walking Wake is terrifying and Clefable is stupidly good on this team, along with like Bronzong, but I think Venusaur sucks. I hate this mon so much.
It's got
You're gonna
Mega
get
Venusaur, which is pretty good.
You're getting
I watched
Venusaur.
the Mega Form get paralyzed 6 times in a row. This Pokemon is bad.
Well, the difference is it's my Mega Venusaur, and he's not gonna get paralyzed.
Yeah.
Gonna
It's
get
the-
6 Soda. If I were you, I would watch out,
Oh,
buddy.
it's gonna be the Goodra all over again.
So,
That was me. I did that. I did that to the Goodra. That was me.
alright, so.
I earned that one.
Aqua, you've given everyone else a chance to explain their teams. Do you want to have the same chance to elaborate on your picks?
Sure. Roaring Moon, I just, is my first pick. I was basically towards the end. There was like some better options I could pick, but I wanted to try this mon out. I haven't really used it for myself yet. And then I wasn't originally going for a Sun team, so I picked Fable next. Decided if I do want to go into Sun, it's fine in that. And also just a good Roaring Moon check, so kind of getting that out of the way. Good Fairy type, obviously. I had Great Tusk next up because, like, it's Great Tusk. It's just good on every single team, but I traded out for Mega Venusaur later because, one, I think Mega Venusaur is really, really good. And also I think it's a little bit broken that you can just not bring this stone to bring whatever item you want and just kind of turn this into a Sun team. Obviously Walking Wake broken, pick that because it's Walking Wake. Rotom Heat is just a very good slower pivot option for the team and my only like kind of offensive fire type for this Sun team, so I think it's really good for that. Screens, Scarf with Trick. Rotom Heat just going to be a good utility mon. Torrent's one of the more mods I like a lot more with this team, specifically because like Prankster with like Sunny Day with like Tailwind gives me a lot of options other than bringing Torkoal every week, and I'd rather not bring Torkoal every week because I hate Torkoal. I think it's awful and you should never use it.
True.
How rude.
Yeah, after that Bronzong, another reason to not bring Torkoal because he could bring the Sunny Day.
And Tornadus also has pivoting, unlike Torkoal. I guess Torkoal has explosion.
Yep,
So you
it's.
can stop looking at Torkoal.
I guess I could get it off my screen really quick.
Something I've noticed on the draft matchup doc is that Explosion and Self-Destruct are not listed under the Momentum category, but Memento is.
I guess because it's a damage move, they don't like put it in.
Okay, but it is you're not using
use
explosion
them.
for damage. You're using it as a pivot move.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you're not using explosion, but if you're forced to run explosion,
I don't know. My team was weak to hazards at this point, so I picked up Toad's Cruel. I think it's a decent groundium user, so it's 100 special attack can actually be like usable for once if I use groundium Z. And I could like get rid of hazards for my Rory Moon, for my Venusaur, Walking Lake, etc. Houndstone is Houndstone's like the weakest link on this team. I don't know what to say. I wanted a spin blocker, and there was like nothing else
Creepy
around.
right there.
You're right. Let me just switch in Dreepy real quick.
Block around spin
It's
is
also
how
my
I
Z
die
counter.
first.
I think Dreepy has low enough physical defense that it maybe might just take damage from rapid spin.
Torkoal is
Rapid
Torkoal.
spin instantly kills it.
He somehow got a kill, so good job, Torkoal. You got one. I'll bring you Spec some week with like the Trigger Bond song, and then you'll put in work, and I'll be happy with you for once. And Articuno, I don't know. I had extra points, like competitive bond.
It's a
to-
Combine stored power sweeper that can't Terra.
Yeah, like competitive, so that way, like you defog versus me, I get my special attack boost, and I could miss my Hurricane afterwards.
Toadstool would be a really good Pokemon if it wasn't chained to its god-awful ability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Toad's
as
100% gonna be a
evident in
fraud.
IVDL.
Because this thing's whole thing is having like the greatest support move pool of all time. It's got Spore, it's got Spikes, it's got T-Spike, literally everything it could want. But it just goes last on everything.
Mhm.
It's terrible for it.
It's Mold Breaker Spore, though.
It's a taunt user that goes last on taunting.
I can't
Yeah,
believe
exactly.
Grimm didn't bring Ability Shield Gold or Ability Shield Hat. I was in shambles after that one. I was expecting one or the other to try to deal with me. But I don't know, overall, I'm pretty happy with how the team...
I think it's
that's-
pretty good.
Dreepy outspeeds Venusaur.
I like this feature, I like how neat
Yeah,
they
that's
are.
because Venusaur sucks. You see what I'm telling you?
Hang on, wait, doesn't Dreepy technically count towards the Silver Claws?
Yes.
I guess.
But there's no other Pokemon on here that break that rule, so unless you free agent for 3 Pokemon you've used previously.
Mhm.
So,
I think you've used every single dragon on the draft board by now.
Other than Gouging Fire and Zardex, those are two I haven't used.
have you used Raging Bolt?
Actually I haven't in this league, so...
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, and the Megalates. Okay, you got a few left. You got a few left.
I want
If you
to
don't
point
go
out
first,
how my last two mons, this Dreepy and this Articuno, contribute to my Dark, Ghost, and Ice weakness. Like, they're basically all of it. These last two shit mons.
Nice.
The -3 to Ghost and Ice is crazy.
Yeah, it's because two of them are right here at the bottom.
Oh, your only Ghost resist is Roaring Moon. That's bad.
Yeah. The Dazzling
You should
Gleam is
end it.
coming. That's why I was scared of that, that Indeedee
Yeah,
switching in.
Fluttermane destroys this team.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I
dude,
better
come
watch
on.
out for that one. Okay, who's this next one? Is this...
This is
This is
Brendan.
Icy.
Brendan?
No, it's Brendan.
Oh,
No, it
I
has
wanna see
ICMZ.
Right.
I wanna-
okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
ICMZ.
We have Icy, Icebruh, and ICMZ. You gotta forgive me at some point.
So,
So-
ICMZ Arctazol is pretty cool. I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting.
At least you don't have to miss your Icicle Crash, so...
Or your Blizzard.
Does this thing get Icicle Crash or does it just run Blizzard?
Icicle Crash.
It gets Icicle
I-
Crash, but it just runs Blizzard, because...
I don't even
I don't know.
Does this thing get Icicle Crash?
Yes.
I swore it didn't, and that was the whole thing. Okay, it does. It does. I swore it like didn't get it, and that was the whole thing.
No, it does cause 110 base power can't miss.
So, me personally, I don't think that this team is very good.
I
Good, but like...
strongly disagree with this opinion.
I hate looking at it, but I must say that I think it's decent. Which is I despise seeing a lot of these mons.
I think that there's just, like, no central point of this team.
It's a Mega Latias.
Yeah,
Well,
but,
that's
like, I mean, I
That's
guess that
like-
is me, like, using my judgment from watching Silver play, because Silver doesn't use Megalodios offensively.
Yeah, because it's good defensively as well. Megalodios does whatever it wants. The only thing the only thing this team lacks is like hazard setting.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
Miltank.
it's rocks.
You got Milton first. Milton is the goat.
Miltank the greatest Bucephalon counter of all time.
True. Don't pay attention to
Plus,
the...
F1 isn't even in this division. Is the
He's got the thick fat, he's got the normal type, he's got everything.
the focus blast is coming.
He does not
He
get
doesn't
Focus
learn.
Blast.
Wow, well, Zephyr sucks.
Yeah, I hate using it.
The substitute cam mind is coming.
No, the
Oh, what about?
Earthquake and Miltank coming out.
Oh yeah, milk drink.
Foul
but-
play.
Quackable
Okay,
is...
well, we can play this game till the end of time.
I was going to say Quackable probably cooks with a sick crystal. Like it gets Moxie and the Aqua.
Yeah,
stuff, the
Ice
dump-
Spinner
Oh, it does. That's actually
Spinner.
good.
Yeah,
This
that-
team
that's
has-
what I want.
Good options for for Z Crystal. Unlike like half of the teams in this league.
Yo,
What
wait a
say is
second. What
that?
does CK do?
What
Like,
does
what does
what do?
CK?
Is he
Haze.
Haze?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
The user regains all of its HP.
Oh,
Full
not
heal.
bad.
I mean, that's
Oh,
alright.
wait a minute. That's 9PP roost. 9PP roost on Crobat, basically. That's so good.
I don't know, I don't think like Glaceon really fits that well with this team. It doesn't really need that thing at all when you already have like Arctosoul as a good like ice type kind of wall breaker-ish mon. And the
I mean,
speed
you also
tiers are a
have
bit
to-
Oh
whack.
wait, yeah, Snowcloak's banned. I was gonna say that thing, but no.
Yeah, so just ice body.
You
which is
consider that
alright.
Glaceon's probably like... You have to consider that Glaceon's probably the cutest little Shenmon that you're going to get in this fucking league, so you might as well take it.
Reepe's right
Excuse me,
there.
look up here.
Okay, the rip is sure, but like... I have a personal bias for Glaceon. I want this mon to be good so bad.
I mean,
You gotta give it just raw Earth.
I've seen it like be decent. I know this guy who just like drafts it every single league and brings it every single week, and he somehow is like one of the better players. So it does
Okay,
It's
something
Rick
sometimes.
sub cam mine.
Ricky
It
name,
can
but he doesn't count because
specs,
he's not-
maybe. I guess Ice Shard off of its like
I guess.
base 60 attack.
Just like Pokemon Unite.
The only problem is with who you It was Felilou, and the thing with Felilou is that he sucks though, so you don't want to talk about him.
Hey,
No,
nice.
it was a different league. Someone else just brings. It just brings Glaceon every single week. It's remarkable.
I mean, at 5 points, what else are you getting? Basculin? Actually, Basculin would be kind of good.
Something
Ferroseed.
like a real mod.
Ferroseed.
Ferroseed.
Honestly, yeah, Ferroseed is both a steel type and a grass type for this team. Well, they have
Sand
Bisharp,
Slash.
but
Sand
How about,
Slash is
like-
actually.
How about like Alchemy, so it has an actual like fairy type?
that could work. Well, Pheasantipity.
Oh, I forgot that guy's a fairy type. He doesn't look the part. At my point.
Didn't you use Pheasantipity one season and it did like decent?
Yeah, he's like I like it. It's a really good mod. It just I also kind of hate it because like it's about to win the game. They got crit through screens by a Weavile.
That's.
Didn't it
Weavile's
get crit like on 3 separate occasions where it was in position to win?
Yeah, there was a no. I drafted it like in 2 different leagues, and like both of the times it was like my best win con about to win the game, and it just gets crit. And like
I have a vivid memory of watching one of your games and watching the Pheasantipity get crit while I was at like +2.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. That was embarrassing.
Wow, that was really embarrassing.
I could
Should've
never
done
get
better.
crit, imagine.
Clueless.
The Icicle Crash mess is coming.
So, what's our general consensus on this team? Is it good or is it bad?
It's good. I like it. I like it.
I don't think it's that.
I think Miltank, Bisharp, Glaceon sucks. I think the rest of it's pretty good.
Okay, so
It's like
I'm
an A
getting
tier
it's
team.
okay vibes.
It's like a
I like
middle A.
Slowking Arctozolt. I like Megalatias. I think Fez is good. I think Ceruledge is good. I think the rest of the
is-
team's just kind of mediocre.
Yeah. I think Miltank's alright.
Oh boy.
They're
I
alright.
hate the Spice.
Zero
I think this
or,
team sucks. Me and Gaio were disagreeing on this. I think this team's like second or third worst. I hate the Spam team.
Oh, that's freaky, man. We cannot say good things about this team.
This is Electrium Z Spam with one abuser.
It's got Z Iron Crown and Z normal Gardevoir, which I don't think is coming. I don't think the Gardevoir
Yeah,
Mega is a very good fit.
Lele
only
gets T-Bolt, right?
I don't think
Yeah,
it
I
does.
think-
Does it? Hang
Yeah.
on, let me check.
I think it's
Or gets Thunder.
This
or
team
something.
also, right? This team has so many problems, right? First of all, it has 5 Ice Weak Pokemon and 1 Ice Resistance.
No, I agree that this team
Um,
is way too offensive without
It
like
does get
enough
Thunder and Thunderbolt.
enough offensive pressure. Actually, like a lot of the mods just do too similar things.
It has no hazards, right? Your Stealth Rocker is Golem, who doesn't get spikes. Your T-Spiker is Skuntank, and Leavanny gets webs. That's your only hazards. You've got no removal, because Defog, Staraptor, and Holucha aren't real, and if you're running Defog Skuntank, you're probably gonna lose. It has like no offensive variety. One Dark type beats most of this team.
Your grounded poison is a skunk tank, so like.
Uh-huh. And like Holucha works as an unburden sweeper, but like it like anything that beats Holucha probably beats the rest of this team as well.
This is probably the only steel weak team in the entire league, by the way.
I think the bigger problem is the -5 to ice. The banded icicle crash is coming and your team cannot switch into it.
Okay, to be fair, like the contributors to that are Golem and Leavanny, so I don't know if we count those two.
Well, you have to bring Golem and Leavanny if you want any hazards, because there's no other hazard setting.
Gun tank. The Gun tank.
I just want to talk about Zephyr's team now, to be honest. I think I've run out of
The
to say here.
Skuntank clicks Choice Band knockoff and does 30% to a Dark Weak target.
Mhm.
I don't like this team. I think this team's really bad.
I do think I overrated this team a bit. I don't think it's like. I think my brain was just like, holy shit, the synergy! Expanding Horse, Iron Crown! And then, it's got Poltergeist with the priority. That people use that know you! And then I remembered, people don't use that above 1500 to know you.
Like
So,
obviously this
And they
team
can
can
And
sweep.
you're
you know,
it has,
you
like,
do have
scary
good
bonds.
Pokemon. You've got Zeraora, Tabulele, Mega Gardevoir. Iron Crown's pretty good.
I think versus the more competent of a player you're going against, the worse this team is gonna be.
Poltergeist going against a Dark type and realizing it can't click Terra Fighting Terra Blast. Oh, I mean, to be fair, it is in the Oofio division, so they're probably gonna get a few wins with it.
Ryan's world is in critical danger.
Ryan's world is in critical danger.
Next up,
Oh,
Zephyr's
Zephyr.
team.
Right,
I like this.
Gaio super ranks this team super lowly.
So,
I think this
I
team's
think-
really good.
I think that this team's got some strong pieces. Iron Valiant, Mega Lataria, King Gambit, obviously.
Why is it almost
don't
the
think-
rain team?
I don't think Mega Sharpedo should be on this team, and I think one of the main reasons I rated this team so lowly is the fucking Dodrio. Which
Okay,
I
to
know
be fair,
why.
Dodrio sucks. I hate Dodrio.
Yeah.
Dodrio's bad on this team.
You know,
Well,
you wanna know
actually-
the worst part? Zapdos was right there. 17 points for Zapdos. And you know who wasn't drafted? Zapdos.
Okay, but have you considered the Dodrio gets Z Brave Bird? Because this is
Oh.
Z Flying.
Also got Z Mirror Move, which is the only reason that it was drafted because Silver convinced Zephyr to draft that, which is stupid and shouldn't have
Well, to be
happened.
fair, I convinced Zephyr to trade Ogerpon, so it feels like Zephyr's the victim of bad choices.
What'd you trade Ogerpon for?
Last season, I swapped Silvally for Ogerpon Hearthflame
Oh
with
right,
Zephyr.
and then Zephyr took Ursaluna Blood Moon the second that I
Yeah, and then
got
Ogerpon
Rockaway.
went like 6-1 for me.
I feel like on the surface this team is really fine, but like you look deeper into it, it has a lot of problems. One, it has a mouse hold, and that mon sucks terribly.
Hey, where's the Fairy Resist?
Yeah, it has like
there isn't one.
basically no parry resist,
Yeah,
other than
yeah.
Quillfish.
Quillfish is not an answer.
AV Quillfish. with
Your
no
hazard
Actually,
removal.
Ogrepon
dodge.
resists Fairy.
Your hazard removal is literally Mouse Hold and Hitmontop, which aren't very good removers at all, especially for a team like this, which is kind of very hazard weak. I think.
Mega Altaria gets Defog.
It can't help boots
If
though,
you feel
so
like
it's
losing.
So it just like steps in the hazards anyway.
Wait, they gave normal Quillfish Bar Barrage too? That's cool. I thought that was only on Hisuian for no reason. So watch out
I
for...
just want to say that I have bias
Please
towards this team because it has Mega Altaria and King Gambit, and those two were my best performers in season 1, in the first season. Like, those two are my fan favorites. I gotta give it that. Those two Pokemon can do a lot of work.
I will argue that Ogrepon is very good. I will argue that Mega Sharpedo is very good. And I think Dodrio can work because it just clicks Z Brave Bird and probably gets a kill. Maybe.
I'll be honest, I'm looking at this team and I just think like T-Spikes are coming from like every single opponent because Quillfish is garbage. And this team's just gonna get poison, everything's gonna die.
This team when a single Fairy type comes.
I just feel like Iron Valiant doesn't contribute a lot to these teams.
Yeah, I think Iron Valiant is a bad choice here.
You
Give
could
it,
trade
like,
for Mega Mawile.
Some speed,
Wait, hold on,
like,
does Iron Valiant get Air Slash?
Does it?
Uh,
Yo, dude, they
no.
should trade it for Iron Crown. I know Iron
No, but it
Crown
gets
is good,
Aerial
but-
Ace.
Oh,
Shite.
Okay, there we go. Problem solved.
That's a Z abuser. Did you know that they gave... Does Iron Crown
No,
have Air Slash in
wait a
normal
minute.
OU? In real OU? Hang on, let me check.
No, I don't think so. I
I
found
think
out that
Loki
one of my Pokemon, I think it was like,
It does
who
have
was
Air
up on
Slash.
my team? It was like, I think, yeah, I think Beedrill gets like Disarming Voice or something, and I'm like, this is a Z abuser.
Yeah, sure. That base 40. Base 45, sorry.
only 2 teams
No,
left.
no, it's
and
Mega Beedrill is a Z abuser.
Okay, so these two... Oh god. So...
We have a lot
Juiicy's
One of
Fucking
these teams is
incredible.
really good, and one of them is not.
And we're pretty
is
much
which?
all in agreement about who has the best here.
Mega
Did I
Glalie.
think No, I don't think Juicy's the best team. I think it's second best.
Who think's the best, then?
Icy. I think Dark EMZ Chenpao is too good.
Yeah, that is very, very good.
Right, this
But-
team is admittedly horrifying
Yeah, this
because
team
it's
is
fighting Z with
fighting
like
Z,
Tornado Stadion, Runerigus,
and Tapu Bulu.
and
And
Runerigus.
Terrakion. You got 4 things that can effectively use Z.
Also, it's Mega Slowbro Tornadus, so you've got a Regenerator core because it's also regular Slowbro, and then it just chooses to Mega clicks Cam Mind and Iron Defense and wins.
The Wheezing Silver core pretty solid, I have to say.
I'd say so. Like,
I got Incineroar
Even
stolen
though-
from me. I was fuming.
Why'd you want Incineroar?
the
So I
only
needed
problem
a slow
actually
pivot.
is, like,
Fake out party
you
shot,
don't-
fake
you
out
don't
party
have
shot.
You don't have a grounded poison on this team other than Wheezing. And giving up Levitate and Wheezing is hard sometimes.
Yeah,
that's true.
that's my problem with like the Weezings in draft is that you want them because they're a poison type, but they're a poison type that is sometimes grounded, and you have to like make the decision to make them grounded. And if you choose to like ground them in order to absorb T-Spike, neutralizing gas is a mediocre ability in singles.
Mhm.
Like sometimes
Fine.
it's useful, and then sometimes it's just not. Because like some Pokemon just don't care about their ability.
The thing is, right, it's like your choice if you want to run Levitate versus a lot of the other poisons where you don't get that option.
Yeah, but if you run Levitate, suddenly, oh, I don't have a T-Spike absorber, guess I lose.
Yeah. I mean, this team has like decent, I think, removal with Torn and...
Oh, it
Fungal,
does. It's
so-
got, well, I mean, it's only got two removers, but both of them are very good removers in Tornadus and Terrapagos.
Mhm.
It's got amazing hazard setting.
With Glalie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Glalie gets spikes. How much base HP does Togedemaru have? Is this like a reasonable wish passer?
No,
It's 65 HP. That thing's probably can do something.
no. That's the Paradox Jigglypuff.
Excelgor gets recover? What does this thing get? It's a healer.
Stop. You've gone too far.
I ran into Recover Blizzard Dark Pulse Chin-Pao once.
But it was still legal.
Yeah.
That's a Chin-Pao agent trying to keep it legal.
it's balanced, guys. Just use this set.
Well, I think Mega Slowbro broken when you don't have to hold the Mega Stone all the time. It's like just it can either
Especially
be like an
since
amazing
they get
pivot or
both-
whatever you want.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
forget they get
Juiicy
both
does also
Slowbro.
get Galarian Slowbro.
Oh yeah, so he does have a grounded poison.
Oh yeah.
Didn't we say
He's got a
that
good
we
grounded poison. We all forgot.
didn't we
No,
say
Lulu
that we
got it.
banned that thing?
No.
No, we
Oh.
changed our mind.
That's it.
Why did you change your mind
Okay, we're
anyway?
cutting the call. We're agreeing.
I
to
think
ban
it
this.
was Lulu's decision. Actually, no, it was Juiicy arguing for it, and then they drafted it. Oh, okay. I realize now why Juiicy was arguing for it.
That's a big cracker. Okay, buddy.
I mean, I
Okay,
drafted V-Dragon and then started arguing that Z, Clangorous, Soul Blaze, Como would be balanced.
Okay, I'm going on to my tier list, and now that Juiicy has Galarian Slowbro, I'm just slowly moving this thing up to first on the tier list because this team's actually now demonic.
Yeah.
I'm keeping this team where it is because the Galarian Slowbro clause is stupid.
Mine's all... Juicy's already top 1 for me, so that doesn't change anything.
We have one
I'm
more
fairly
team.
certain
One more team.
Terrapagos gets Aura Sphere, right?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
So many moves.
It has like coverage out though, as a.
I think it has low
But
special attack, so like the coverage won't do that
Mm.
much damage at least.
Its special attack isn't that low.
Yes, it gets Aura Sphere and Body Press. Ooh, Body Press is slightly stronger than
Like,
Aura Sphere. Ooh.
105 special attack is not that low when this thing is like a very reliable Cam Mind user.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially since Terra Shell isn't broken in this league.
Uh huh.
Okay, last
Yeah,
up we have
in the Rad Red draft league I'm running, someone drafted Terrapagos, and
It
then
was Naga,
we
and
found
then
out after week 1, oh hey, Terra Shell just isn't
No,
implemented.
it's fine because Naga had a bye week, and I fought Naga because I wanted to play.
Oh yeah, it was a
15.
friendly, thankfully. It wasn't an actual
Yeah.
game.
And then
but we
someone
found out
drafted
only
Terrapagos
afterwards.
after it.
Uh huh.
The last up
Because
we have
I mean,
Grimm's
it still
team.
has like spin and stuff.
I was
Um,
thinking about it, and then I'm fairly certain I got muted because they they did their draft pick to get stolen.
Okay, do the last team. We have Grimm's team last.
Alright, Grimm team. Z
I
Celebrate.
hate this team. I think it's bad. Like, I recognize that Z Celebrate Victini is really good, but I think the rest of this team is just not good.
Z
Celebrate
Splash
Victini.
Gyarados, dude.
Z Splash Gyarados, the thunder, the electric move is coming.
Z Celebrate Shaman, because it also gets that.
Shaman is not a real Pokemon, come on now.
I nearly sweeped Morpher when we were practicing and they were testing something with Weavile and Nature Power.
Berry. No, it was not Berry. What the fuck was it again? I forgot.
It was
The
one of
berry that
yours.
it says that it's illegal on the builder, but you're allowed to bring it. I don't know what that
Enigma,
was.
Maybe.
Yeah, what I will say is I
This
think this team is better than the other Psychic Giant team.
Uh-huh. This team has Sneasler on Psychic Terrain, but the problem is the Psychic Terrain setter is in DD. Which
Yeah.
is
Not
not a
that
good
bad.
Pokemon.
It's
No,
like a
in
fire-
DD is bad.
Unfortunately, there's only one expanding horse user, and it's not even a fucking horse.
It's not a horse.
Right, okay, you know what the biggest problem with this team is? Your only rock setter is Crocodile, your only T-Spike setter is Sneasler, you have no spikes, and your only hazard removal is Frostmoth and Mandibuzz.
Mandibles is still red.
Mandibuzz is a good remover, but there's no hazards. There is like literally no hazards.
I don't
Does
know.
Crocodile get rocks? I think it does.
Yeah, it's the only rocks Pokemon.
Oh, good lord.
This team, you just don't have to run boots into it, because there's no threat of hazards.
I
Like,
I still have to bring fucking Empoleon. Empoleon 0-8 because I can't bring it one league. Actually, no, 0-7 because I have a bye week.
0-8, because wait, no, it's 8 games, so 0-8.
No,
Except
I have a
actually
bye
no.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 9 weeks, so your bye
Also,
week doesn't count for anything. So it'll be
it's
0-8, and then it's actually
important to
1-7
note-
because Penguin's in your division.
that this team might be the
No, I
only
already
team that's
lost
like
one, so
almost
it'd
weak to
be-
bug. Because you have like
This
you have
team
2
is
bug
kinda weak
resists.
to bug.
This team is
You have-
bug weak.
What the fuck?
Oh, this team sucks.
I mean, you've got normal Gyarados, which does resist bug.
But then he
You got
becomes
Golden Go, which
bug weak.
quad resist bug.
Sneasler, what resist bugs?
Yeah, but Sneaser's not really a resist to anything. It's like a bug is a switching opportunity, which, God, the fact that I have to say that.
Sneasler doesn't even have like a great move to hit bugs. It has like
We don't even have
acrobatics and
Dire
that's all.
Claw in this league.
Yeah, Dire Claw is banned.
Which is, I've got a few choice words about that. I don't think it's that needed.
I think Dire Claw is totally fair. I just don't want to have to deal with it because I don't think it's fun.
True.
So I banned
Dude,
it.
wait, I just realized Sneasler speed ties Wugtrio. So maybe Wugtrio should be
Not your
18
division, not
points
your
instead.
problem, but when you both make playoffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring Zen Headbutt, Scarf, Wugtrio, and lose.
Does the thing even get Zen Headbutt?
I don't think it does.
It should, but
Wait.
it doesn't. Walker is a garbage ass Pokemon.
I mean, this team is kind of Wugtrio weak.
True. Honestly, it's kind of.
So an important thing to note is that if the Sneasler gets an Unburden off, close combat's doing a solid 161%.
I've got Focus Sash with Memento.
Wait, 0 attack Zen Headbutt does 115%? No, it actually cooks. Scarf Wugtrio works.
It doesn't get any psychic moves aside from agility and rest.
Oh, cook.
No.
Wait, what moves does Wugtrio even get? Hold on, we're gonna find a way to counter Sneasler.
So it gets Chilling Water, Sucker Punch, Throat Chop, Liquidation.
Why is this
Myself
Pokemon's usable moves list less than, like, I don't have to scroll.
It's got Final Game
Why
and
does it have
Memento.
so- Hold
Why
on,
the
okay,
fuck does it have Sandstorm? Oh, it's living in a rock, I guess.
okay, it's got a Stomping Tantrum.
That
Hold
will
on.
not do any sort of damage to Sneasler.
Foul
Um,
Blade. Vein Split.
Yo,
So if we go
yo,
adamant... Wait, no, we can't go adamant, we need to speed tie the Sneasler. Okay, if we let's say we double in power because Memento failed last turn, you got
That's
100.
not
Okay,
possible.
you can kill with
That's
max
not
attack,
possible.
Stomping Tantrum. Only the boosted version of Stomping Tantrum. If it's like 75 base power version, you do like 60%.
Dude, I'm just gonna click Memento at that point.
I'd rather end
I
it
think
all.
Memento would unironically be more useful.
It would, cause Memento can't fail until like maybe into Golden Go.
If it's your last Pokemon, then it fails, right?
No, I'm pretty sure I can still kill myself.
No,
What's
you
that
can
final
kill
gambit?
yourself.
You can kill yourself.
No, I know it's either Memento or Final Gambit. Doesn't let you use it on the last turn. It was your last mod. I think it's Memento though.
Keep looking at Wugtrio's move pool because you look at it and you think, oh, this could be a good specs user, and then you see it has 50 special attack.
I don't know if
Okay,
anyone looks at
I have to
Wugtrio,
ask,
it could be
does this
good at
thing
anything.
get anything in Rad Red?
Wugtrio?
It got-
I don't think
yeah.
anyone drafted it. I need to check if it gets anything.
God,
got
it'd be
a
so
ring.
funny if it did.
It gets Earthquake. It gets Ice Spinner.
It gets more attack.
Oh, it does get more attack. It gets 115 attack now. In an
Triple
earlier
move.
version of Rad Red, they gave this thing Surging Strikes, and then they undid that change.
Why?
Oh, wait, no, they buffed Triple Dive to 40 base power.
Okay, it's
Or
and then
hit.
they nerfed its accuracy.
Yeah, they did make it 90% accurate now.
Fun. It gets Facade.
Why doesn't this have
it's-
sword stance? Why doesn't this have sword stance? Doctoro had sword stance. What the fuck?
God,
They
the
really
fuck?
tried to make... I'm genuinely convinced Wugtrio might be the worst Pokemon ever.
They also gave it Arena Trap, which is,
They did give it Arena Trap, to be fair.
but that's bad.
But it's banned.
Honestly, we might have been able to just allow Wugtrio Arena Trap.
We
Like,
should
Wugtrio
have.
no,
Yeah,
Wugtrio
we could.
yes.
I mean, yeah.
Wugtrio.
still-
No.
You know, wanna know the funniest thing is? Doctrio, both Doctrio forms have fucking sword stance, and then Wugtrio doesn't.
I'm genuinely convinced some Game Freak dev was trying to create the worst Pokemon possible.
And they somehow still
Without
made
making it
work.
like, while giving it like still an existable like base stat total. but I still think it's.
Personally, I think that Ladian's just a bit worse. Because Wugtrio has Memento.
Ledian has Encore, so I'd argue no.
Ladian has U-turn.
He's good. Ledian does a few. It also has Baton Pass. I've seen it. used that
Exactly.
before.
Actually, Ledian sets up screens. Actually, so it's not as bad as you think.
What about
Wait,
Sunflora?
does Wugtrio not even get flip turn?
No.
No.
Why does this thing not get flip turn?
Because Wugtrio.
He doesn't look like he would flip around. It's pretty difficult for him.
Hang on, wait.
It's made out of like long noodles. I feel like that's really easy for them to flip around.
He's stuck in a rock.
He leaves the
going to,
rock,
like,
flips,
have to
goes
make-
back into the rock.
This is just the. This is the Game Freak devs to Wugtrio.
Hey, buddy, you have to be quiet because people don't like you. I want to make like a time mark once the video comes out when we start ranting about how
The
shit
Wugtrio
it was.
discussion.
It'll be a solid
Wugtrio.
third of the video.
Okay, last thing we're doing is we should make a final tier list for like
A finalized
should,
tier list?
yeah.
Okay.
Stream it for us, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
We should just post our tier list and average out from there, right? Like we just give points to everybody for.
Yeah, I'll post a screenshot of mine.
So put mine in C tier. No, I have
I think-
Empoleon. Mine's in B tier.
I think we unanimously
Because
agree
I'm,
that
like,
Juicy's the best.
very
Yeah,
blind.
Juicy's
Here it
the
is.
I mean,
Juicy.
I've got Empoleon now. I think it's workable. Juicy
Well,
is
that makes
the
sense.
My team's like triple F.
right next to Icy.
I don't know where Icy is. I can't. Oh. Is it this?
Yes.
This team's top of S tier. And then I think a solid second is Icy with Dark EMZ.
Yeah, Dark MC
Yeah.
is best.
That team is terrifying.
Why did we let that happen?
Goes Chian Pao.
Chen Pao.
What if you had Buffy tier?
I think if he was a B tier team.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I mean. Like top of B tier, but like
Mhm.
it's
Where the hell is Oofio?
Wario.
Oofio is
Player-
Yes.
Yeah. This
I think
motherfucker doesn't
Fungal's
play-
team is like a bottom
I
of
think it's
S. I think it's bottom of
yeah,
S.
it's good.
Yeah. The big three are those teams.
Yeah, I think those three teams are the best ones. I think
Are you forgetting
Securities is like an A tier one.
Security is like A tier, yeah. Brendan
It's a really solid team. It's just is Security gonna cook? I think Silver's is D tier. I think Sylvan and Icebruh are the two worst teams.
Silver Nugget. Icebruh here.
Yeah, I think Icebruh's is like far and away the worst.
Z Water's
I
also
don't think
interesting.
Icebruh is a single Z abuser. I don't think we even talked about Icebruh Z.
Did we? No, we didn't.
We didn't. Where is it? It's somewhere.
League 4.
Water.
Nope, 5.
I think it's 6.
Might be 7. Okay, yeah.
Wait,
Dracovish.
Dracovish.
Finny,
Tapu-Fini.
which is
Nothing
the
else.
only thing that
Dracovish
can
isn't
give us
even a
Z
Z abuser
Yeah,
because it's
Dracovish.
weaker than Fish's Rend.
It will be.
Like Fini's like the best we have.
This team is D tier. I think Silver's is D tier for having just nothing. It's rock weak, it's ice weak, it can't do anything.
Grimm's is
Silver
bug
has
weak.
Revenant. Shut
I
up.
feel like that's gotta be C tier.
Yeah. It's not D tier for sure. I think it's working.
I think Grimm's team is better than Gaio's purely off of
C celebrate. I mean,
Celebrate
I have, like,
Victini.
I've got. Like
got-
my team's not that good, but it's not.
If
that
Victini gets a Celebrate off, it probably gets like at least 2 kills.
bad. That's fair.
Yeah. Brendan team is probably like A
You know, funnily
tier.
enough, I do have a celebrate user because I've got Charizard.
Regular Charizard with Z Celebrate.
Brendan's team was
That's a thing in EU, probably.
the
That's a thing
weird
in like,
Megaladios team.
I think it's bottom of A for Brendan.
Mhm.
Yeah, Brendan has a good team. I wanna say he has
I genuinely think Felilou's is like C tier. I don't think this team's good.
Let's-
Do they have
Felilou
anything that
team
has
here. It's
Celebrate?
like the
Leo's bottom. Second
Here
division.
it is. Oh, this team. I don't like this. Yeah. C tier then?
I think mine's better, yeah.
Lukas. I think Lukas was decent.
Where are we putting the team? Like C or D tier?
I forgot I made this point, actually. I do deserve C tier.
Lukas' team is pretty solid, right?
It's alright. It doesn't really have any...
I think Lucas' team is like
I think it's better than
pretty.
Oofio's.
It's like a collection of strong mons. They just don't pair super well together. Like nothing like super takes advantage of the side terrain that Mew sets up.
They are
Lulu's
actually
probably, like,
detrimented by it,
80 top.
arguably.
Yeah.
Lulu has a good team, it's just that she has no C abuser, but like to be
I think it
honest
might be
with Bug
still
C,
A,
what are...
though.
We use it Z
It's just
bug,
really
so like
solid.
I don't know what else you do with
Oh,
Z
yeah,
bug.
it can be like... It can be like a off-team alone through.
I go fuck.
Naga is so
Naga
nice.
Top of 8 here,
This is-
probably.
I think Naga's is B.
Silver
I mean, to
nugget.
be fair, it did
I
beat
don't
me
think
in
it's
one
A tier.
turn.
I think it's B tier. It doesn't take super good advantage of
Bottom
Rocky.
8 here, probably.
I think
Because,
picking
like,
A tier is
much
pretty
like
good.
Lulu's team.
Yeah, Pix is really good.
Pix is super predictable, but it's really
problem.
good for being predictable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mine's predictable bad. So I'm just gonna click the Dragon Dance button and then someone's gonna click Taunt. And then
For
I'm gonna-
Penguin
Up
being, like, if we ignore the player behind it, it's an okay team. With the player
Oofio
behind
supposed
it.
to be.
here.
Can we put Oofio and Penguin in a tier of their own right at the bottom? For being
Okay.
ruined by the player.
You can go at bottom for being freaks.
Okay, so that Penguin gets that luxury, but Oofio's in B.
Yeah, no, put both of them in that tier. Because they're both good team. They're both like B tier teams ruined by the player.
What about your team, buddy?
How is mine the exact
Oh,
opposite?
my team should be in a tier below that. My team should be in the triple F garbage. I think this team sucks.
I mean, I think Lopney doesn't get Celebrate.
See, Silver Lovely probably could somewhere.
To be honest, I think my team's probably like a low B to a top of C, but I think it deserves to be at the bottom.
You have been deleted.
No, wait. I keep messing this up. This team. What color
Bro is
should
trying to
this to be? It needs to be
Bro is
nice.
trying to
Here you go.
Gray. It's Hollow.
Hello, purple.
Hollow Knight?
Hollow and Void.
If I was looking at it as not my team, I'd put it in like bottom of B. If it's
Honestly,
my team, triple
I'm
F.
gonna be honest, I don't think
I think
it's
it's
any
fine.
better than mine. I think that we're like pretty even team-wise. Because I've got good
No.
Z abusers. You've got two Megas that kind of do the same thing.
I've
No,
got
but, like-
Under Manatan, Galar, and a Melmetal. I
But
just like
Vessel
click
has
buttons.
like speed tiers though. That's the difference.
Real.
I have Wugtrio.
And doesn't spontaneously explode when rocks hit the field.
I have Wugtrio.
Walker, this guy continues to
Wugtrio
be
gets
Banded Wugtrio still getting outsped and doing no damage.
Wugtrio gets super defogged, didn't you know? It puts the
Bro,
rocks on
I'm
her side.
I'm going to like make a ROM hack and then going to make Wugtrio
I
decent.
Val,
Not
Megavolt.
good or bad. It's going to be like okay and everybody's going to hate it anyways.
Give
That's
Wugtrio a
about it.
huge
It's
power
like-
and move every move from its move pool except Final Gambit.
Top of C probably like Zephyr,
Don't
right?
change its HP.
Okay, so we're
Low-key, I
gonna
think
rinse
I'm gonna, like-
for this.
Grimm's team is bug weak. I think my team deserves to be. Like, come on. You can throw me that bone at least. Come on, please.
Team you up again.
It's fucking bug week. It's fucking week to U-turn.
Z celebrate Victini though.
I have Z Outrage Sun boosted gouging fire.
That's not real. You're not getting that Z off. I have Z Outrage Gouging Fire, the fairy type in question.
Okay, I'll just swap out into Charizard Y and resist it.
The rock move in question.
Look, man, I can't do
Your team loses to
everything.
Mega Diancie. The absolute fraud.
I've got Aegislash. It doesn't.
Earth Power, Mystical Fire.
Guys,
Aegis. Neither of those moves are killing Aegislash.
You're setting up
Two
the
of them
sun for
will.
it.
Sweeping! Look at her go!
Look at me go!
Are we in agreement with this tier list then?
No,
No.
they've Gaio back.
Making a separate
Just
team,
at least above
making a
Grimm.
separate tier at the top. A
Mm.
separate tier at the top, and it's just Wugtrio.
Team
Goat
becomes
trio
S tier because of Wugtrio becomes F tier because of loses to Mega the Yansee. So ends up in C.
Perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
So it should be
What?
the Wugtrio tier.
Wug. Wug in my trio right now.
Just gonna add in a JPEG of Wugtrio.
Oh my gosh, what happened? Wugtrio jumped there. Ignore those.
Wug in my trio right now.
Alright, perfect.
Alright, perfect tier list.
Post this picture in the ODL server before the video gets uploaded, so that they
Okay.
can wonder why the fuck Wug's there.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
If the continuity continues, genuinely a third of this video will be ranting about Wugtrio.
Yeah.
If you somehow got to the end of this video without like falling asleep, thank you very much. I'll bring you back next week. Thank you.